Hi, what a cute boy. Interested in my body, aren't you?
Not interested.
Oh, you're into that.
I like girls, but now it's about justice.
Hey everybody, welcome to Core. This is the Core Podcast talking about video games and whatnot. My name is Scott Johnson with Beau Schwartz and John Jagger. Hello, gentlemen.
What the hell was that?
So that is from an old 90s JRPG whose name escapes me. But I've been going through these old bad dialogue things from the 90s, mostly the 90s. PlayStation 1 was riddled with some of the worst localization translation you've ever heard in your freaking life. And I love
like
it.
Girls, but now I'm into justice.
Yeah, it's just for now he's preoccupied with justice. My favorite part is when she says this.
Interested in my body, aren't you?
Not interested.
He says no.
Oh, you're into that.
Oh, you're into that.
This is word for word a dialogue my wife and I had when she found out I was playing a paladin on Diablo.
Oh my gosh! But wait.
Yeah, she came in and she was like interested in my body, are you? And I was like, not now. I'm into justice because it was all paladin all the time.
That's amazing.
Oh, you're into that.
Yeah,
You're into that. Yeah, Diablo right now, unfortunately.
You are into Diablo right now, and I think that's
Once
funny.
the justice is done, I'll be into girls then again. But.
Sorry, chat still says pre-show. The preeminent member of our team who has been the most critical of Diablo 4 might be the most hooked right now, and I think that's funny. So we'll talk about that.
Probably the most hooked right now.
I think you are. Yeah.
Did anybody else even play it?
I played some, and then I got busy, and then
finished the campaign. Scott?
No, I'm almost there. It's just
the 1 hour long campaign remains.
I know.
Elusive.
I don't know what my problem is. I'm almost there. I just got swamped this week, and every time there was an opportunity to play something. Oh, and part of it is I'm still pissed about this weird. You know what? I'm going to put it out in the public, and maybe somebody can figure this out. But Diablo 4, for whatever reason, when I've got maximum everything on, and I've turned off all the frame generation crap. I don't need any of the DLSS stuff. That's all off to test this. I'm just playing it raw. And actually, I've tried it both ways, so it actually doesn't seem to matter. No matter how I configure that game visually, at any frame rate, at any setting, I get this weird artifacty aura around my character everywhere I run. If I'm holding still, you don't see it. But when I'm running around, it affects the background of whatever's behind me or under me gets just artifacty like bad video.
Sounds like frame gen.
He looks fine. Well, that's what I'm saying. I've turned all that shit off, like all of it. And and that's why I'm confused. I don't know if I should
Is your monitor like natively trying to do like some sort of weird G-Sync thing that's maybe not playing well with it?
It normally does, but I tried turning that off and using it not at all, and then tried it with it on. Same result. No other games are doing this, by the way, including Diablo 3, which I fired up to just see. I was just curious, and it didn't. Oh, and I also launched Path of Exile 2's beta, and it also didn't do this. So I'm not saying it should only show up in action RPGs, but for whatever reason, Diablo is just forcing this thing to happen. No matter my settings, I can go as low as I want, or as high, or as maxed, or as middle ground, or anything. All the NVIDIA features on or off, it just doesn't matter, and I cannot figure it out. So part of me is just so annoyed by that until I fix that, it's going to be hard for me to power through it. So anyway, that's my excuse. That's why I haven't beat it.
Well, sorry to hear that. It sounds poopy.
It's just stupid because no other game is doing this of any kind. Like I'll fire up. Yeah.
I know this is a weird suggestion, and it's probably an obvious one, but have you tried the just have NVIDIA do the recommended graphic settings?
Yes, and that was worse, weirdly.
It made it worse.
Yeah, which makes me think. I mean, a 4090 will handle anything Diablo has in it. This makes me think it's something about the way a file was configured.
Chat is saying there's an options highlights disable display player highlights. Do you have that enabled?
Where is that? Maybe. I don't know. If that turns out to be it, I'm going to fart blood.
Well, don't fart blood and just thank Digital Hype in the chat for fixing it.
All right, I can do that. Also, I didn't know that. Well, I did know that was a thing. And yes, a long time ago, I turned that on, but I think I turned it on Battle.net, not my Steam version of the game. Mary Steen version.
What you're describing sounds to me like frame gen, but
It does to me too. That's what I thought.
Character.
Yeah, and that aura of artifacting. Artifacting's part of that problem, right? It's associated. It's trying to estimate it. It's a little like video and streaming games. You get that
some
artifact.
wrong. So there's the artifacting is like its pixel prediction is incorrect.
Yeah, and it's like it refuses to turn off or
Its
something.
rate of error increases like the more you move around or more the colors change, basically.
Yeah, and nothing else in the game. No other pieces to it. All other geometry, other characters in the game. Lorath following me around. He doesn't have it. Just me.
Yeah. The only other thing it would be compression, but you're not playing it on video, so that's not
No.
an option.
So I'm starting to. When John said that option, I just went, "Oh, did I even check that?" I'll bet you money if I turn that off, I'm gonna be pissed. And it worked. If it worked, I'll be glad it worked. But I'm gonna be annoyed that it just was there.
Do you is your level of detail? I don't know if it has a level of detail slider. Stuff like that is also when you want to target a frame rate, it will lower the resolution on like specific high changing things.
Well, I tried it, so my monitor will support
So it's
240.
not frame gen, but it's not frame gen. Importantly,
Right.
Detail, it's just like
So I've tried my default on that thing is 240. I've tried it as high as that. I went to 120. I did 60. Changed the refresh rate on the monitor itself to match. Like all of those, I troubleshooted it like a pro.
there's also like it might have an adaptive LOD rather than a fix it to 100%. That can cause like compression looks too.
I'll go look at it. I don't know.
Have you tried defeating Mephisto? Do you think maybe he's responsible?
I think maybe you're onto something
Well, I don't
there.
want him to finish the game if everything looks crappy.
But what if Mephisto's the cause?
Oh, what if it was him the whole time? He's making me hate the game.
Look at the Lord of Hatred strikes again.
Oh, the Lord of Hatred. Yeah, I don't know.
Can't argue with this logic. It's too-
Maybe.
It's too
I don't know.
flawless.
I don't know. And also it feels like the person that would be dicking with your settings, if it was a primeval, it would be that's more of a what's his name? Oh, that's not even primeval. He's like subprime. What's his name? The fat,
Belial?
disgusting guy
Belial?
with the one
Oh,
with the nipple rings.
Asmodan?
Asmodan would be fiddling with
Well,
my settings.
he likes lust. He's into like wine and sex.
Yeah, and big
Yeah.
giant nipple
That's why
rings.
he's got the big nipple. ring.
Belial would be like, "Oh, your settings are fine."
Yeah,
And I'd
true.
go, why do you look like a little boy talking to me?
No, they're cool. I checked them out. You totally aren't doing any sort of frame generation.
Now dance around this huge ring for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, I fought him so many times.
Oh, I know.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
I used to like that fight. I kind of hate it now.
I'm fighting him again in Diablo 4. He shows up. He just shows up.
Just there he is. They're all doing that, right? All the little
And his fight is
subprimals.
just, it's not like it's a new fight. It's like the Diablo 3 fight.
It is the
Yeah,
exact same fight.
Really? They didn't change it at all?
it's
No.
a little different, but pretty much.
Is Asmodan's like that too? Same fight?
I haven't fought Asmodan yet. I don't
Pretty
know where to
much.
fight him.
He has, he has got his big ball of fire, and he summons minions. But he's a world boss, so you usually fight him with 20 other overpowered players.
Oh, that's right.
why I haven't fought him, because I haven't
He's a world boss,
done
not
world
a,
boss stuff.
not a solo boss.
Yeah, John avoids the people. He doesn't want to be around the people.
No, it's fine, because we all just try to, like, I found out that multiplayer Diablo 4 is just a bunch of people trying to prove that they can kill the thing instantly faster than the other people who are going to kill it instantly.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's really all it is.
That's all there is to it.
That's the game, I guess, in the end. But you don't want to think
And
about
considering
it
the fact that it dies instantly, everybody then pats themselves on the back like, I did it.
Yep, I did it. If it wasn't for me, the other 30 of you would have been screwed.
I know, because sometimes you go to those like Helltide events, and they'll like hang around. They won't do the thing, and you'll pop your keys, and then all of a sudden 50 people show up because they didn't have keys. So they're leeching off your key. And then like my barbarian build, it's like I need to hit things to generate rage, but everything's turbo dying immensely, like immediately.
Yep.
So I got no rage.
Yep.
And like, just these asshole paladins are like wiping the screen with their stupid like lights and shit. You know what I mean? I'm just like, okay.
Oh, so we played together this week.
Yeah.
Multiplayer is so cool. It adds so much to the game. I don't get to play because everyone else is just like blasting everything.
Well, they have to be.
And I provided the keys. It's my event.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but look, it's a new class, and everyone's stoked about being.
It doesn't. It can be other class. It can be stupid sorcerer and their lightning bullshit. They just shoot lightning everywhere, and the entire screen dies. And I'm like, I'd like to generate some resource, please. Can you just You can just stand there and let me have fun.
I never thought about that. You need better. They need better ways to let the bar generate passively.
You can have other activities. Putting the
probably ways
hearts on the
to do that.
pedestal is our activity.
Yeah.
There's probably ways to do that. It's just the way I built up my itemization. I had all the rage in the world. I just got to make sure I hit things, which is like in a solo dungeon, never a problem.
Yeah.
It's
You're hitting
only when
everything
it's
in there.
like,
Yeah.
oh, here's another player. Great, I'm going to be rage starved.
Yep.
Well, it is what it is. We'll talk more about Diablo later because John is still playing a lot of Diablo right now. But I got a question for you guys real quick. It was just announced, and a bunch of industry designers and mid-level execs and stuff have been trading blows all over social media.
Like cocaine.
Oh,
No, blow
no,
jobs.
like oral sex.
Sexual favors.
definitely not sexual
Like
favors.
Jaws, oral sex.
Yeah, there you go.
Jaws.
No, they've been freaking out because the Game Developers Conference, known as GDC for short, has rebranded to the Festival of Gaming. And I was curious what you guys thought of this. This is
Why?
true, by the way. It's not. I didn't make this up.
That's
They're just
dumb.
they're doing a
Is it
rebrand.
still for game developers?
It is.
Who's it for? A festival of games seems like it's for everyone.
I kind of agree. It sounds like
the Festival of Gaming.
Welcome to the Festival of Gaming.
Yeah.
We're powered by your imagination, and the sky's the limit.
If you look at their
Ooh.
website, they may have backtracked and put GDC in front of it now, but kept the new here. Yeah, this is what
Okay,
they've done.
so now it's the GDC Festival of Gaming.
Yep. And let's see. They're going to give you, speakers,
This
attendees.
this is an industry event. This is not for the.
Are they going to change the subtitle every year? Is next year going to be like the Merchants of Meat?
I'd go to the merchants, wherever that is. I'll go. Here's the thing, though. I don't know why this had to happen. And also, it sounds like somebody's parents made this decision. It just sounds weird. Like celebrations that unite us. The festival hall. Come on, man. This is for a bunch of nerds who make
just
games.
branding. Like my wife, every now and then she'll come and tell me, she's like, so at work, the fun committee decided, and I'm like, I cannot take anything you say seriously followed by the fun committee because her job has a team that gets together to think of fun activities for the other employees to have to tolerate to pretend that they like work more than they do. And so the fact that it's called the fun committee, I'm like, every time I hear that name, I'm just like, oh my God, it's terrible. Like, go ahead and tell me your story. I'm sorry to undercut it by laughing and rolling my eyes, but like, fun committee? No, it's so stupid. It's so corporate. It's so stupid. Festival of Gaming just gives me the same eye roll. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it feels like the fun committee is in charge of the Festival of Gaming. That's
the
how
same
bad it is.
patronizing energy because some places I know call their salespeople celebrities.
Shut up.
I've seen that.
Someone
yeah.
actually said that without irony.
I think at Old Navy, you're a celebrity. I know. I feel my tumors growing every time I hear the word. I'm just like,
They tried to do one of these when we worked at GameStop. I can't remember what we were supposed to be called. It was something like Game Masters or something like that. And I was like, nobody's going to call each other that.
Nope.
I can't remember what it was now. If anybody also had to go through that, they probably still do it. But there was something where it was like, this is what our team of people is called.
I don't even like it when they say sales associate. Like the most basic ass version of this also annoys me. I don't like any of it. Just be
See, that's what we all say, but then Japan comes out and goes, we're Creative Business Unit 3, and we go, oh, stupid name.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
well, like all the names are stupid. The point is that you can access a higher state of cringe
Yeah.
when you put certain effort into it. Like it's all going to be bad, right? You know.
Yeah,
Because,
no, you're not wrong.
You know, like you're going to come up with a title. It's going to feel like that doesn't fully encompass everything I do, or that's like way too technical, whatever.
Yeah.
But when you start doing things like it's a festival of games, when it's clearly like an insider conference for people who work in the industry to network connect and,
The people who go
learn about new
already know.
technologies and products, like, like you don't need to patronize people by being like, it's a fun committee. Like it's a social committee. It's a social event for the workers that you're organizing.
Yeah.
They might not have fun.
Yeah.
So let's not.
Probably won't.
Yeah. Fun is not guaranteed.
Let's not insist they have fun by labeling it something that it might not be, because they can be unsuccessful, and that's yeah.
Well, John, do you think creative team whatever is worse than this?
Sonic software planning.
Sonic software planning.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
You know what? They added enough whimsy without trying to convince you it was something else.
Yeah, it's true.
What is this team? It's the Sonic software planning team.
Yeah.
That can be serious and that can be fun. It can be a little bit of both, but let's be real. You're not going anywhere but work.
No. Keep that in mind through the entire process. Here's what I would say about Sonic. That was before this, when they went to just Sonic Team. Totally down with that. That's fine.
Sonic Team is also fine.
Yeah. But Sonic software planning. What was the whole thing? Sonic Team software planning, whatever it is.
Sonic software planning.
It's terrible. But also, so is this new Festival of Gaming. At least they put the GDC back in front of it. I'll give them
That's
that.
better.
Yeah.
Don't lose that.
It's very weird.
It's like when IHOP was IHOB.
Yeah. I've been on the record as a opponent of what you're describing. I hated that so much. Really hated it. And usually what happens is they have to dial this back. There's rarely a time when going, what we ought to do? Change our entire brand. Never goes well. People hate change. They hate it.
Yeah.
Even though we should be a little more open to change, I personally think if we suddenly said, hey, core is not core anymore, we're going to call
it. We did do that once, but we didn't change the title.
That's true.
Changed everything else.
Just changed everything else around it. In fact, if anything, that was what I was trying to avoid, is like a complete name change. I think would have been bad for us. Whereas, I don't know, maybe not for us. It would have probably been fine. But if you're like Nabisco and you suddenly change your name to Elf Hat Juniors or whatever, you're just going to piss everybody off.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. There are some people, like there are restaurants and nightclubs that change their name every 6 months because the new thing is more exciting than the old thing.
I mean, if that's your thing, I think that's okay. But if you're a game developer conference, you're not fooling anybody by changing it to Festival of Gaming.
I don't want... It's not that they changed their name that's an issue. It's just Festival of Game. I mean, generic make generic.
I found a way to make it worse.
Okay.
What if they had called it the Festival of Play?
Shut up. That'd be awful.
You know how EA is always we're reinventing the way play works.
Yes. Xbox.
Yeah. Gamers, we heard you.
Gamers, we heard you. You want new ways to play.
Mm-hmm.
We're reinventing play with the Festival of Play.
Just these always get attention.
The word play should be banned from all video game marketing.
I kind of agree.
Full stop. You should never use that word.
But it's kind of the same problem as the McDonald's guy calling their new burger a product and never calling it anything but that. I love this new product.
They're not legally allowed to call it food.
That's a good point. There's a lot of discovery in that if they get sued.
Yeah.
It's like, this isn't food. Oh, sure it is.
We didn't promise you that was edible.
Yeah. And the hot stays hot and the cold stays cold. You guys remember those?
Here's our CEO not eating our burger.
Anyways, they can rename it. Just rename it something not cringe and, commonplace. I'm sure there's already been a Festival of Games.
Probably.
Isn't half of the directs subtitled Festival of whatever?
I don't know. It feels like it's something to be taken.
Triple I Initiative, a festival of indie games. I'm sure it's, it wasn't like they had a brilliant idea. It was like they had the most generic, commonplace idea.
Mm-hmm.
And went with it. Yeah. So it sucks.
Well,
Anyways.
I've never been. My daughter's been twice to GDC. Now I will ask her if she has an interest in seeing the Festival of Games being held in San Francisco next year. Because it's over now. This year already happened, right? I think. Yeah, that was March. We're done. March is long gone. Guys, let's move into the news. We have news to discuss. It's just burning a hole in the table here. So we're just going to let it out and see what happens. Here we go. Things are looking real good for Forza Horizon 6 and Subnautica 2, which is an early access release. Forza Horizon 6 is not in early access.
So these are the games that were blowing each other over, right?
Sort of. They're so different, though. I think it's safe for them to sort of be out at the same time. Although Forza Horizon 6 is not currently... I think it's opens up...
I think you can get it if you buy early access, right?
That's right. Early access gets it now. Next Tuesday, you get it if you're on Game Pass or you buy it on Steam.
Oh, they get it in 7 hours if you buy the premium edition.
Ooh. Well, they may want to by the sounds of things. This sounds like it's okay. So right now, as of this telling, Horizon 6 has the highest Metacritic reviews of the year by far. It got this little rarity from our pals at IGN. You know, the site that everyone hates unless they agree with them. That one.
You got a higher review score than Mixtape?
10. Well, same review, I guess.
No, it got the same review as Mixtape.
It's as high as they can go.
It's the same game, basically.
They're no different. You just push A. Anyway.
Why would I buy Forza 6? I've already experienced Mixtape.
Here's what Luke Riley says.
IGN.
Yeah, that's
balls
right.
in your court now. Recommend me a different game because I've already played it. It's not true. I didn't play Mixtape.
You have it though, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you had it.
I'm not gonna. If somebody wants to gift me Mix, I'm gonna be like
He's
you
not
with
asking.
horror games.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like you with horror games. I will not willingly buy Mixtape. I will admit curiosity because the reviews it got are insane. But from trailer 1 of Mixtape, I feel like that is packaged and developed to not be for me.
So it's the inside
Not to
problem.
say that it's a bad game.
It's the inside
looks
problem, right? It's up their own
Highly
butt.
designed to make me not happy.
Okay. Oh,
It does
okay.
Spider-Verse animation stuff with generally no reason. I can tell.
Yeah.
It's nostalgia bait, granted for an era I grew up. Like, it's fine.
You were a 90s kid.
But nostalgia bait and I just I did not when I see the stuff that has appeared in trailers and stuff like that, those weren't the people I was friends with in school. That was not my vibe. Those were not my people. So I don't know. Could it be awesome? Maybe. Am I willing to spend my money to find out? No, because I understand what my interests and tastes are, and I'm not going to go down that road.
That game makes me think Beau might like it because he was a skater kid, right? You like the skating and the whatnot of the 90s.
Yeah, I don't. The vibe, I'm not getting that vibe from this game. It's
Really?
not
It seems
skater.
like
It's not.
because all you do is skate
They have
around, don't you?
skateboards, but this is like, hello, fellow kids. How do you do? Like, it's not.
The reviews
are
really good, man. I don't know.
They're not on top of a bridge chucking bottles at oncoming traffic. I don't know what this game is. The game is not for me. They seem like good kids.
Yeah, they seem like they're all right. They're not up to too much.
So yeah, I mean, maybe it's fun, maybe it's good, but like John, I look at it and go like, yeah, whatever. It's not.
Well, look at this.
It doesn't look appealing to me. So, but it's great.
Not your jam, but look at this. Look at this perfect 10, this masterpiece from IGN. They say about the new open world racing game that is Forza 6. In fact, they say the new standard in open world racing is here, and it's a Gundam masterpiece.
Oh boy.
You like that? Yeah, big fan.
I can't. When I hear you read that headline, I can't tell if we're dunking on IGN or giving them credit. Like,
I think it's a little of both.
That is a bit of a cringe byline. But okay,
I'll say this: I think that game. I already like the Horizon series. They're fantastic. If you like racing and open world racing in particular, I think they are excellent, and as close as we're going to get to Burnout Paradise ever again, probably. And so I'm very excited about the game in general. I was before any reviews, but the reviews from all sources of reviews so far for that game are all losing their minds about it. Like they have stuck the landing so perfectly for what this is meant to be that it's just going to be the standard moving forward.
I'll admit it's made me curious about it because I do have a history of liking racing games. I tend to be a little more, like I miss the days of Burnout, Those were kind of my racing games. I didn't care so much that it had X car and this brand or anything like that. I was more like, how are the crashes and what can I do around the city? But I think Japan is a great setting. It's a setting that I would love to do the driving in. So that appeals to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to maybe sound like the oldest person on this show when I say this, but the previous Forza Horizon I tried to get into. and I felt that the menus were too confusing.
You just don't like Mexico, admit it. No Mexico for John.
I gave up. I lost to the menus. I wanted to play it, and I was like, how do I launch the game? What is this? Like, everything's like, it's the racing festival. Like, speaking of festivals, it's like, it's the Forza festival, and it's like, all the little boxes were like, go to the festival, tuning, blah 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 blah. Like, it's just like 80 boxes, and I'm like, where's like start game? Like, I never felt like an older gamer than trying to figure out how to play the last Forza, because I was like, where's start game? I just want to play racing game. Where's play racing game?
When I really, as much as I like 5, and I really did like 5 a lot, John is absolutely correct. The UI was a mess, and I hope 6 addresses some of that. I didn't see it in the review. The IGN review in particular, they didn't bring it up, but it was a giant mess. And the more DLC they added, even the free like new events and all this stuff,
that was part of the problem, because I didn't try to get into it till they added the Hot Wheels stuff. So it had been out for a while, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so confusing to me. And again, I know that makes me sound like a reviewer for IGN, but I just had a hard time getting into it. And I think the place where it broke me, though, the place where it was a real problem, was that I would go, okay, well, let me just pick this menu, and it would be like, download the blah, blah, blah pack. And like, when it's a confusing menu that then leads into buy our DLC, I think I just got mad, and I was like, no, we're not going to do this.
Yeah, I'd lie to you. I would be lying if I said I didn't get lost in that menu at least a few times and had to back out and go, no, wait a minute. Isn't this play? No, that's check out our new shit. Play is like 3 tabs over. It's weird. You're not wrong. So I hope 6 addresses all that. That'd be great.
I could have asked my stepson, but I need to keep the mystique that I know what I'm doing for at least a little longer.
It's important, for his age, too.
Can you come explain these menus to me? I want to race the car, maybe on a Hot Wheels track. Like,
can't let him have power in that.
that shifts the power dynamic in a way I'm not ready for.
Yeah. Beau, you have any interest in the Forza stuff? I don't know if you played much of that.
No, I never played Forza.
Not really a racer guy either, right? Not really a...
No, they're kind of a little boring to me. I mean, they're fun, but, this
has got some pretty wacky stuff. I mean, they let you tune things to be kind of as serious as you want and as goofy or as arcadey as you want. I do like that about it. But like on a default level, it's kind of trying to straddle that and say, you're going to do some weird loops and jump off of things that seem impossible, but also you're going to do a really standard-ass race at some point a number of times, and there won't be any crazy wipeouts. So, like, it's kind of that mix. So I'm very curious about this because while I didn't expect it to change too wildly, these reviews are really hard to ignore. Like, people are very skeptical of Microsoft at the moment. So a new game comes out, and you often just see a lot of middling stuff early on, and to have this just come out of the gate with like near perfect score everywhere, it's insane to me. So I'm going to play it, see how it goes.
One's set in Japan, right?
Tempted as well.
It's what now? What'd you say?
Set in Japan.
Mm-hmm. Last one was in Mexico. One before that was somewhere in America, I think, or Italy. I don't remember. They keep moving the area, and in this case, that is one thing I keep seeing in the reviews. People are blown away about how rural Japan feels very rural and like legitimately like almost like a wild place to be racing, especially the off-road and snow stuff. But then when you're in Tokyo, it takes on a whole other personality because it's obviously a modern, clean city, and that the game is just really good at that transition, better than it had been before. Whatever that means. I thought the Mexico setting was fine. I liked it. So I don't know. I'm jazzed about it in a way that I was maybe a little less jazzed before the reviews, or I was fine. I was just like, boy, they want $79 for this game if I want to buy it, if I do Game Pass, which now I guess, okay, I don't exactly know how this works yet because I haven't really dug that deep, but I noticed that Discord, if you have Nitro on Discord, which is like $10 a month, I do it for file upload sizes and video quality and stuff when I have to do interviews.
Yeah.
And I used to do all show stuff on there, so it was worth the $10. Anyway, I was just paying it, and I got a notice saying, hey, if you're doing that, you get Game Pass, whatever, PC Basic or something. And I haven't looked that deep into it, but it's like 55 modern games or something. And I don't know if that'll even include Forza on Tuesday or whatever.
I probably won't include Forza, but yeah, I need to look into it too, because right now I have the most base level version of Game Pass. And I do also have is it Turbo? Nitro.
Yeah, if you have Nitro and it's the same exact level of what you're already getting, you can get that for free.
I have Nitro for the dumbest reason.
Can I guess? I want to guess.
Yeah, sure. Let's see if you can guess why I have.
John has Nitro because the video he tried to upload once, it said, sorry, you have to have Nitro to do more than 10 megabytes or whatever. Is that it?
You're close. I'm going to put it in our Discord.
All right.
I have this GIF that I occasionally like to share with you, Scott, because it's basically just designed for you.
It's long. It's big.
And it's too big. It's too big. And I had to be... It's just for this GIF. There's no other GIF that I have that requires it. It's just this GIF.
So
you want to show the
I'm
internet.
show the chat. So here it is. It's not even large. Just have to stretch it out.
It's just high quality.
It's very high quality for a GIF and longer than most GIFs. And so this thing is, let's see, 17.6 megabytes on disk, which will exceed your file upload if you don't have Nitro. If you have Nitro, I think you can do like 100 or more than that even.
And I guess for listeners, because we are supposed to be a podcast, it's the clip from Fargo, and it just says, so I says, I'm here to kill chaos. And he says, well, I am chaos. So I says, that don't sound good for you on account of the fact that I'm here to kill chaos.
So if you haven't seen Fargo, none of this will make sense. If you have seen Fargo, it's one of the great scenes ever, and it's the entire GIF. I love it. And that, the reference is this thing, wherever it is. I'm here. Yeah.
I'm here to kill chaos.
So, it strikes all the right. I can't believe that you have to. So mainly that GIF is for me.
Yeah. I made it for you. I made this.
Oh,
GIF.
You made the GIF. All right.
Yes.
You made the GIF, and because they limit your uploads,
laugh.
So you're spending $9.99 a month to make me laugh occasionally with a GIF.
To occasionally make you laugh at the same joke.
Well, good news. You're gonna get some form of Game Pass from now on. So
great.
You're about to really quadruple your value, in my opinion. It's going to get a lot better. Anyway.
The GIF size is my fault. Chat, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah,
I made it. I didn't say I knew what I was doing when I made it.
I don't know. I think you did okay for what you had. Like, your only options are cut way back on frames, make it really tiny, cut out more color, add more dithering. Like, there's shit you could have done, but it would have looked like crap. So he did the right thing, chat room. Keep it to yourselves.
No, they're fine.
Yeah, they're fine. They're good. We like them.
It's fine.
They're great. All right. Let's also talk about Subnautica 2. It's in early access. Famously big, stinky fart face fight between them and Crafton. When they got dumped, they tried to fire everybody and not pay anyone their bonuses from the first game's success. And then that all got fixed. And boy, howdy, did Subnautica 2's early access hit real quick.
No, that wasn't what the stink was. It wasn't over the first game. The stink was over the second game.
Oh.
So what happened is they, and it's been a while, so I might not have this exact, but it should be in the ballpark, all right? So get in the comments if you need it exact.
Yeah.
But basically there was an agreement that if they sold X number by a certain date of the sequel, they were entitled to a bonus. And that so what Crafton alleged was that they were pushing early access and that the game was not ready for early access just to try and get that bonus. So they ended up going to battle with the CEO. They fired the CEO to try and get out of having to pay this bonus. And they tried to go, gamers, we're on your side. The game wasn't going to be any good at all. It turns out they were just trying not to pay the bonus. The courtroom, the original CEO sued. He got forcibly reinstated by the court.
Jeez.
And put back in charge. They put the game out now, and it looks like they're going to have to pay that bonus because it is selling incredibly well.
Yeah. Quickly and well, like reviewing well. The only complaints I've seen in the early access reviews have been your typical, it's not optimized yet, my hard drive doesn't like it, or shit like that. People talking about gameplay are all very impressed with it. This is like a great evolution from what the first game was. I really liked the first game quite a bit. It scared me though, so I kind of
I was gonna say I have a hard time with this game. This is, to me, Subnautica is the scariest video game ever made.
And the lower you go, like the game's all about like doing some cool stuff where the sun is for a while, but then you start going because you got to go down, and
It lulls you in with like Little Mermaid under the sea. Mm-hmm. You're just like, oh, it's gonna be a great time.
Yep, beautiful colors.
It is better down where it's wetter. I'm gonna go down here and play, and you're having a good time, and then it all turns into a nightmare.
A lot of death down there. So I've left many a corpse, but I'd be willing to. Maybe it's just the Resident Evil 9 is softening me on other games that freak me out. But I think I want to play this. I think I want to get it. But there's too much going on right now. It's probably going to be a little bit before I do. But $30 on Steam, currently available. Well, they have a bundle. If you have Subnautica below $0 already, you can save some money. 38 cents or something. Anyway.
But it's doing really well. It has a lot of players. It sounds like those bonuses are going to be hitting.
Yeah. So it could be the two big games of the rest of the year for some people. I don't know. Overwatch is now in Fortnite. We said it before as a rumor. Now it's true. It's coming. It's here.
It's here.
Yeah.
I logged in and bought some Overwatch stuff.
I have to know. All right. So, Beau, let me throw it to you first. Do you have are you like at all going, oh man, I got to get wherever? It's not crossover, right? It's just Overwatch stuff going to Fortnite. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's nothing going the other direction.
Okay.
I'm not playing for it. I'm trying to play as few games as a service games as possible. There's still a few that have their hold on me, like Diablo IV, which I played a bit. But overall, I find we got away from arcade games for a reason. Overall, it's not healthy or wise to be doing this stuff. So if I'm not hooked on a game, I'm not looking to get hooked on anything. Even this week, there was something that was mildly tempting, which was not this Overwatch stuff, but they're putting Lucy and Rebecca in Wuthering Waves from the Cyberpunk Edgerunners anime.
Oh.
Which was actually low-key kind of, especially like Rebecca's pretty awesome.
I heard about that.
But I'm like, I am not playing a gacha game. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. They're very tempting. They're beautiful. And I'm sure maybe they're even fun, but they warp the games in ways that I don't like. And once you start swiping, you got to keep swiping. And I'm playing a pretty hot game right now that doesn't require me to buy anything. So
really,
oh yeah. I got plenty of.
I see it.
And you just paid one price, so that's just going to be what I'm going to do. There's still going to be those games that I play.
I just saw it too. I'm so excited.
I know. Okay. Look at the touch of something. I won't give it away yet. And he also played some misspelled blade, right? That says Stellard blade.
Stellard.
I think it says.
I don't know. I just wrote it quickly.
Well, wasted on your own Stellard.
I like it. I spelled it wrong. Let me just fix it.
No, I like it. I like it. I want it to be Stellard blade. That sounds like some Temu shit, and I'm into it.
I played Stellar Butt.
Stellar Butt, which is true.
Stellar Butt.
The game has a stellar butt, for no doubt.
Anyways, I can get my the waifu action game without having to buy them clothes.
Yeah,
Jeepers Creepers,
That's true.
Well, that being said, John,
go have some kids and buy your kids clothes.
So that being said, John bought clothes, didn't you? You got in there, and
I got my Overwatch
I'm not judging. I bought Doom Guy shit, and I wish I didn't, but I did.
You did, yeah. You know this feeling, and I got to assume, John, it's like the Tracer stuff. I guess I don't know what you did. What'd you do in there? Tell us about it.
I just bought the big pack. For less money than what Diablo was asking for all their WoW stuff, I got the big pack. I got 4 characters. I got all the Overwatch shit they put in the game.
Yeah.
Now they are doing some gameplay stuff. It's not just like, we're selling skins.
Overwatch stuff?
What? Yeah. That's
no,
what the whole story
I'm
is.
sorry. They put in some Heroes of the Storm characters and this other character that I think was going to be in Heroes of the Storm called Mercy.
Oh.
She's new. I think she's an original character from Heroes of the Storm.
Maybe. Right. That's murky
Yeah.
there in the.
But anyway, there's these 3 Heroes of the Storm characters that are in this game: Tracer, Genji, and Diva. Now, unfortunately,
Murky's in the game. Wait a second.
That
There's a
wasn't
character
murky.
named
Yeah, but that wasn't murky. That was the weird.
Well, how else? Mercy. Murky.
Oh, I see. Murky.
Mercy. Mercenary. You say Merc.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good point.
I see what you're
It is
He's
Murky.
in Heroes of the Storm.
Murky had a glow up for Fortnite, apparently, and
Murky sometimes takes the form of a human. Like dragon aspects.
yeah, a human
an
angelic
Murloc
being.
aspect. It's Murky.
That's true. I can't wait until Diablo is from Heroes of the Storm, which is, I think, the last time we've seen Diablo. It's been a long time, right?
Isn't
been a
Reaper
while.
like El Diablo? Diabolos?
It's a hot sauce I have in my fridge. But anyway, so John, this is it's not like Tracer's in here. It's just a model that moves around like Tracer and has her skins, or how does it work?
Sort of. So they've added locations from Fortnite to the Fortnite map for right now. So I think Hanamura is in there.
Yeah.
Like you can go there. I think there's a couple of others. And then they have put some limited time weapons that are going to drop during this chunk of the game. So you can get Tracer's pistols, which come with the ability to blink. It puts you in first person when you pick them up. So it starts to just play like Overwatch when you pick up that weapon. And you get her ability to blink. And I think there's a few more. There were also some leaks suggesting that something from Reinhardt was going to come at some point, but is not currently in the game. So it's a little bit more than the skins. The skins are going to be the thing that lasts beyond the event, right? So the event is like, hey, visit spots from the game. Here's some weapons from Overwatch. Those are, at some point they will be, the term they use is vaulted and isn't going to be in the game anymore, but the skins will be ongoing. So even when all the Overwatch stuff disappears, you will still have the skins and that sort of stuff. It is based on their Overwatch 2, now just Overwatch models, which I think is a bit of a disappointment. I am not a particular fan of the Overwatch 2 versions of the characters.
Oh, I didn't realize you had a preference between the two.
I think most of them are fine. I think Genji in particular, I don't like his, I'm wearing the same outfit, but I put street clothes over the top of it. He's just running around in a hoodie, and some pants over his cool ninja outfit. That doesn't scream cool to me.
No, I don't. I'm kind of with you there.
But that's just my hot Overwatch 2 take. But yeah, I haven't played it yet. All I did was go in and spend money. But
probably plays like Fortnite's my guess, right?
I do feel like if I get the Tracer guns, I will have a natural advantage over most Fortnite players.
Okay, so the guns.
As somebody who did actually play Overwatch,
is that a weapon that you get in the box somewhere, or do you start with it with the skin? How's that work?
It will probably be somewhere in the world. It'll be like a legendary item that pops out of the box.
Okay.
There is another mode in Fortnite that I actually like a lot more. I always forget what it's called because they keep putting so many. But it's designed to be a faster experience. It's less people, smaller map. You start with legendary equipment, so everybody starts like fully equipped and ready to go. So matches are like 5 minutes long, 10 minutes long, something like that.
That sounds all right.
Yeah, Blitz. That's what it is. I really like Blitz. The only reason I don't play it regularly is it isn't as rewarding. Like they don't give you as much XP and stuff like that. But I think it's a more fun mode. Oh, and there's no building in it either. There's also no build Blitz. So it's just
good.
Is it Blitz or Reload? Chat's suggesting every name that I knew, but I couldn't remember which one it was.
I mean,
Blitz sounds right because Reload is their retro throwback mode.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But anyway, it's a faster mode. If they do Overwatch for this, there is a decent chance that you could start with some of these bits of equipment. But like even in this video, like whoever this is, you can see they just landed and they already have Mercy's staff,
Yeah, it looked like a healing. It was healing all the time. Yeah, see, that's the building part. When you said no build blitz, that's when you had me, man.
Yeah, well, this mode has a no build mode too. It's just whoever's gameplay you pulled up, they're playing on build, which means they're probably significantly younger than me.
And they're bad people. They're bad people.
No, that's not for me. I'm going to
say they're bad.
I don't do build modes. I think it's stupid.
I like that the boxes that she just got all her weapons out of were Overwatch loot boxes. I think that's a nice touch.
Yeah.
I think recreating areas from Overwatch in the world is a nice touch, and I think that this is really an interesting crossover. However, here's my question. These are competing free-to-play come to our game and shoot all day games and buy shit in our store games. It seems crazy to me a little bit that this is having a crossover from the Blizzard side, because Blizzard, maybe they just gave up and just said, well, how we're going to build loyalty is we just opened it up. Let's just go and people will come play our game too. But you know what I'm saying? It just seems a little nuts.
Well, it's going to tie into something else we're going to talk about today. I think a lot of video game companies they look at their audience and they go, boy, it's a bunch of 30 and 40-year-olds. How are we going to get them kids?
Yeah, that's the marketing.
And like Overwatch may have zero relevancy to somebody that's, a
10.
teen or, in their in their early 20s. Like they may have no idea what Overwatch is, where it came from. So you put it in Fortnite,
Like a lot of them are like,
put it somewhere else.
I saw some porn on Reddit and it was good. I didn't know it was based on this here video game. That'll be
yeah. I mean, there's a chance somebody's like, they put those porn characters in Overwatch.
I wouldn't be surprised at all, honestly. But it's interesting though, And I guess I just didn't. I don't know. This seems like the strangest of the crossovers to me, because like, other games like Halo, they're just different enough. There's a huge campaign in Halo, a single player thing, and a history and all of that. You do Overwatch, it's like, hey, your free to play shooter with a store is in my free to play shooter with a store.
But Fortnite's like an everything game. Like I seriously imagine at one point they'll run out of. I guess they just cycle through the stuff they already did, but.
Yeah, and they add new things like new game types.
Like how much? Because they've got to be earning money for doing this. They can't just be doing it. I don't think you'll ever see was there a Thundercats one? Maybe something old and defunct. You probably won't see those crossovers. Maybe. I don't know.
You got Transformers. That kind of
yeah, they did do Transformers, but
they're still selling those though. That's
still fairly relevant. I'm trying to think, what is the most obscure thing they've done?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of the horror stuff is obviously old, but that you're getting into like horror icons, right?
Yeah,
so
kind of hard to avoid. It's like saying that's like everybody knows who Mario is, even if you aren't playing Mario games. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
You got Mario Lucky Charms crossovers and stuff.
I think the Segway, the weird 2-wheel thing you ride around like a lawnmower. What's that thing called? The Segway, right?
Yeah.
That made it in there. That's a vehicle in the game. Maybe that's the weirdest crossover they've had. I don't know. Jack Sparrow. It's been a while.
They did skins for cars, and they put Kit from Knight Rider as one of the cars. That's pretty obscure.
Yeah. No.
The DeLorean from Back to the Future, although that's always relevant. Again, it feels like that's forever.
Yeah, nobody's trying to sell new Back to the Future franchise stuff, so I think it counts as like just weirdly in there. Because most of the stuff we talk about are like, Overwatch currently on sale. Like they want to bring players into that game, like you just said.
Yeah. There's probably advantages for new stuff, old stuff, where the eyeballs are, especially the young kid eyeballs, like John said. I think I agree with that. Why wouldn't you do this?
It's got to be a massive pain in the ass to like make all these formal agreements all year round with other companies.
Yeah.
It's not just as easy as like a handshake and like, put it in. They were making Tracer, and then someone from Blizzard standards came over with a ruler and was like measuring Tracer's butt and was like, sorry, circumference is, 82, and you've put 80 centimeters. I don't know if that's small or big, but
it's like the left cheek is off.
Yeah.
There's a whole spec sheet about, the dimensionalities that they're required to do to represent their character. Like I'm sure it's actually a massive pain in the ass doing the coordination side of things, because it's not just like, oh yeah, hey, put it in. It's like every company's going to be like, you can use it, but in the ways we think is okay. So in that sense, Fortnite business is probably like that team is probably like kind of a nightmare to work with. Like
Just the licensing team. Oh my gosh, dude.
well, licensing and standards, like every huge iconic thing, is, sometimes they can say you can do your own artistic version of it, I suppose. But even then, you probably have rules. I know Lucasfilm is like crazy.
Oh, working with them must be a nightmare, dude.
Like I've read articles about.
Yeah.
Although, there is an investment in Disney. Like, there is a partnership between Fortnite and Disney, so maybe it's not as bad. But Fortnite does Star Wars every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like they can't just do whatever they want. Imagine I can just imagine there's rules. There's a committee. They show them what they're going to put in, and someone goes, "No, we don't like it."
Yeah. It's got to be a weird setup, regardless.
Well, I put, I think before we move from Fortnite, I do think you need to show the picture I put in Discord.
Oh, well, that's
Leon S. Kennedy, because this is what it's all about, really. It's really about cross-brand synergy here.
So you showed this earlier in the Discord, and I had a question.
Let's blow it up.
I had a question about this. So I knew Leon was in the game. Like, I knew there was a skin.
Yeah.
So the Mercy thing is not tied to the Overwatch. It's a separate thing. It's your parachute option that you unlocked, and now you have. Well,
you get when you buy the stuff, you get different parts. So like, there's the skin, but then they get an item that they can wear on their back because everybody has a back item, and then they get a melee weapon of some kind, and then usually there are like emotes. So this is the Mercy emote where you'll do the big wing flare and the reach your hand out from like the cinematic, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I just took a picture of Leon in the middle of that. It actually gets even sillier because there's a point where he reaches forward and does a goofy look on his face.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I won't say this tempted me, but I will say it made me smile very hard.
You can do it with anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody can get the Mercy wings and reach their hand out longingly.
The video of Tracer when she jumped out of the thing, her glider were those wings. So her slow down thing was those. Is that what we're looking at here? Is this how he would slow himself if he equipped them?
No, that's a separate thing, but you could.
Okay.
I could do that. Yeah.
All right.
I could do both.
Okay.
I don't remember what my parachute is for Leon. I know for a while it was you would hear a gun shoot 3 times and then the character would ride in on top of a giant bullet.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, there would be like 3 giant bullets going through the sky and you'd be riding on top of one of them. That was what I was using for Leon for a while. I might have just switched it to a car with wings.
He should have a parachute made out of meat or skin. You know?
Yeah.
Just floating down with a big flappy, like from that old lady we finally killed in our last session.
Yeah.
Her body. F her. I hate her. What, Beau?
Nope, didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought I heard something out of Beau's mic. All right, excellent. Let's move on to Capcom. Turns out they're doing really well. We talked about this last time, I think, a little bit. It was just a passing comment about how Capcom seems to be doing pretty well with their games, especially this year. They got 2 contenders for Game of the Year. And this data also shows that they have 93% of their game sales reported as digital, meaning Steam and other storefronts. That can also be consoles and stuff. But I think personally, this says more about the power of Steam and the PC ecosystem currently. And if anything else, I would just hope Sony and Rockstar and a few of the holdouts that are like being weird about PC releases maybe pay attention to this.
That is part of the statistics that are in this story. PC has also become the main platform for Capcom, accounting to around 54.5% of their total sales.
Damn.
And those sales are almost entirely digital thanks to Steam.
Wow, that's crazy. A company like Capcom. And I think that's them seeing the opportunity and really pushing and going for it. I don't know why others can't do that.
Because they're too busy making games as a service.
Guess so. Like in Sony's case, I still think the pullback is going to bite them in the bum. They're going to be sad they did it. Like, wasn't there news that this brand new game, the Housemarque game that everyone's raving about, great reviews, Saros only sold 300 something thousand copies because it's exclusive now, and it would have been anyway until 6 months later. But in the old way they were doing things, but it doesn't sound like they're going to hit any goals with that. game, and they might have on PC. The previous one Returnal sold really well on Steam.
And it sounds like it's a shame because it sounds like the game is legitimately very, very good. I think it's so weird that like you look at what Capcom's doing. They just had to lift their projections for the company for the year. They had to raise them because they're like, we're doing way better than we even thought we were doing. And it's like, well, what are they doing? They're putting everything out on everything day one. Mm-hmm. They're focusing on single-player games, single-player experiences. Maybe there's some multiplayer in there if it makes sense, but they're not shoehorning it in. They're not chasing games as a service to keep things going forever. And it's funny because I've seen it in our chat room a couple times where people go, yeah, but the RE, because it usually comes up when we talk about like the RE engine, right? Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, but they reuse assets. Yeah, it's a smart thing to do.
Why wouldn't you?
Like, why do you think that we get a new Yakuza title almost yearly? Mm-hmm. It's because 80% of those games are the same as the last game with a new trappings around it.
Yeah.
Like, they reuse a lot of assets. The part of the reason why we are in the problem we're at with AAA video games and what keeps getting made is because so many people are trying to reinvent themselves every time they make a new game. If you look at the studios that are doing well, they're putting out more faster because they're not trying to start from scratch every single time and looking at such an insane like timeline that they have to build on that who knows what console they're going to be on, who knows what it's going to graphically look like by the time we get there. Like, they keep putting out just quality stuff. And the funny thing is like the games aren't suffering for it because Resident Evil 9 and Pragmata are two of the better looking games I've played in a while.
Yeah.
So it's not
legit.
like you look at them and they go, oh, but they're ugly because they put them out too quick. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of companies, I think, need to reassess how they do things and where their priorities are. And I think you look at somebody like Capcom, I absolutely celebrate their success because, like, it's well earned. And I have yet to play something recently from Capcom where I was like, oh, they're really trying to take advantage of me.
I never feel that way from them. Hasn't
always been the case with them.
Well,
I do struggle with that a little bit with fighting games, but that's also kind of just been what the fighting game model has turned into. And that's me a little bit like slow to adapt to like, okay, seasonal content is sort of what fighting games are now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think this is great just as a, I don't know, bastion of the industry to say you can make a lot of really good stuff. The things people say are dead or because they aren't live service, they're not viable. Like, they're just disproving it. And they're doing it with like IPs that they have blood, sweat, and tear to build. And then this year, a brand new IP out of freaking nowhere that nobody thought for sure what it was going to be. Freaking running around with a little kid and you're a robot man trying to do shit, whatever.
Well, other way around.
That's not, yeah, exactly. She's the robot. He's just a man.
You're a robot man.
I should think of all his armor, but yeah, like we ask for that all the time. They gave us that, and they didn't try to get cute with it or change the model or say, well, if you want to play the Battle Royale mode attached to it, you better, subscribe or whatever. They're not doing any of that shit, and they don't give me any weird reasons I can't play it on other devices. Steam Deck compatibility is almost 1-to-1 with everything Capcom makes, and they look amazing on there. Like, they're just, I don't know, they're just like proof that that's other stuff people say they can do or can't do is horseshit or it just doesn't align with their strategies. And they're over here raking it in. I think it's fantastic, and I am rooting for these guys big time. This made me, you know what this made me almost want to do? Buy Dragon's Dogma 2 now, finally.
That's a weird choice. Probably the most lukewarm, tepid reception they've had on anything they put out recently. You're like, gosh dang it, I'm going to buy Dragon's Dogma 2.
But then I thought, I got, Crimson Desert has got everything I need for that department. So why would I even do that? But I just appreciate them iterating on what's working, building new things. The sales come when you just make good, strong things, right? Like, these are Pragmata. By any other definition, Pragmata looks like a giant Risk on paper. And everyone would look at that and go, people at EA and Microsoft, they just go, well, where's the long tail moneymaker part of it, or whatever they would do?
Yeah.
And they would just be wrong. They proved them wrong. And I think that's great. So keep it up, Capcom. You're cool. All right. What else we got to talk about here? How about this? Beau, I want to hear your take on this. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth director Noki Hamaguchi. There's a ham in there, not a yam. Says the series, the Final Fantasy VII series has a problem bringing in younger audiences. I say duh to that because, of course, it does. It's nostalgia that drives sales of Final Fantasy VII things because you either loved it in the 90s or you don't know a damn thing about it because they haven't really had much else in the way of 7 things until they brought this back. So do you think that's fair? Do you think that the claim that this can't bring in younger people? Because
I assume that the younger generation is not as video game oriented as previous ones. They have phones.
Yeah.
They're TikToking and stuff. Like it's
yeah, but the ones that are playing,
when we were young, we had a video game console dedicated to it. And if you got obsessed with it, which was the point of the entertainment system, let's be real, was to attract young children. We are the product of that technology of that generation. I've encountered people in their 20s, talk to them. They don't watch movies. They don't know video games. Like there's still some, but I think the thinking is like we're going to get more and more kids every year. And I think the reality is actually less and less kids are going to be broadly into video gaming that isn't like friend slop video gaming, right? Like Roblox or Fortnite or like these weird one-off games that are just goofy. Like you still got to remember that like being into a role-playing game is a stripe, is like it's a nerd badge, right? Like this assumption that everyone's just going to like that game or like that stuff. And, as we move away from consoles being the only people play games on their phones and stuff, there's just so much.
Yeah. There's a lot vying for their attention.
Most kids are not going to look at it. It's like, look at how much effort they put into the 3D animation, the storytelling, character creation, and then they're just like, not that fussed. It's like, yeah, I can play Final Fantasy VII Roblox or whatever.
Or their free-to-play phone game or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, does it have a problem? Sure. I think a lot of like high-effort games are probably going to age out as older audiences die and newer audiences have new tastes when it comes to their games. So, and they're competing with like the gacha games too, which I think also skews younger in appeal, especially like overseas. And people just used to their games being that way. So like attention spans are an issue. Like it seems silly, but some of these RPG games are like, even sticking with Witcher was like, I had to like, don't play this other game, you need to play The Witcher. Like it's, like reading a book that's maybe 500 pages, you read the first 100 and you're enjoying it, but like you don't touch it for a week. It's like at some point you're like, I chose to do some other things. I should choose to finish the thing that I'm doing. And I think these like big long ass RPG games feel like vegetables to probably a lot of kids who don't need that to have fun playing a video game.
The hope is that they can, so even while you're trying to grab the kid market, because there's potential there to get that kid money, the parent money, when they do get old enough to have a broader taste in this kind of stuff, interactive entertainment, one would hope that some of them would still discover these genres or this complexity or this depth or whatever. I hope that happens, right?
It's an audience size. It's not like the number is 0, but the number is like not enough to hit their sales targets, right?
I mean,
even if that's kind of the issue, because the scale of the game development also increases, so it costs more, so they need to make more.
Part of the reason I put this here where I did is because I feel like this ties into what we were just saying with Capcom. Like, Final Fantasy is a series notorious for reinventing itself every single time a new one comes out. It's a fairly different video game. And I feel like that's gotten even more dramatic. But if you look at the time between Final Fantasy 15 and Final Fantasy 16, I think it's about 7 years. So that's from one mainline title to another mainline title. That same amount of time, if you want to start at like, what is it? Like you could have played, looking at the year releases. So I don't know if this is right because this is AI overview. Who knows? Because I just Googled it real quick. But Final Fantasy V came out in 92.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy VI, 94.
Yep.
Final Fantasy VII, 97. Final Fantasy VIII, 99. 9 is 2000, 10 is 2001.
This all sounds right.
Roughly the same time period. You got, what is that, 5 different titles?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3,
Four?
4, 5, 6 titles.
6. Oh.
Between 5 and 6. I'm being bad with numbers because I'm also coughing in between every sentence. But
Yeah. There's one. See, guys? It's hard to
Yep,
tell.
that was
He's
one.
very
That
professional.
long pause.
He's very good
But,
at it. Yeah.
point is like, you take roughly, let's say, between 6 and 8 years. What that was back in the SNES PlayStation era was a whole series of games that you got to play. What that is now, that's one different title. And you've missed maybe an entire generation of kids playing a title in between.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 years. 10
Yeah.
years, we sort of think of a wave, like, we categorize them, maybe not by 10 years precisely, but, 80s kid, 90s kid, whatever. So
Yeah.
that's a whole teenager era without a Final Fantasy game. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. And it goes to your point, Beau, about development cycles are so different now. To make this big, huge, sprawling 3D game about a game that an entire 10-year generation of teens didn't get and don't really understand or know or don't have the connection to, the only people you really are making that for are people that know about it or remember that day when they got their PlayStation 1 copy and put it in for the first time or whatever.
We were renting a lot back then, so it was nothing to like take my allowance, like $15 or whatever, and go get 3 or 4 games and just play them on the weekend. That's why you ended up knowing so many games because you tried a lot of them. It was a fun ritual. But now, even if you could rent them at a Blockbuster, most young folk would, again, probably just be on their phone or whatever devices they have plenty of things to do, friction, before they are like formally, here's a console and here is my console activity. I just don't think it's as appealing. I think you're just going to hear a lot more of that, and that's going to be a normal cycle. I don't think that means gaming goes away or isn't big. I just think there is going to be an aging out of it being... I think you're just going to see an overall decline in, like, we're seeing it now, even with all the like big companies being like, we can't make single player games. They have to be games as a service, and it's like the more time they take with all the stuff, I just think the more customers they lose ultimately. So,
Yeah.
And consoles have an identity crisis, right?
Oh, yeah, right now. Yeah.
Big time. Everything's an Xbox.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, oh, exclusives. They were are not exclusives. We're successful. We got to fix that and go back to exclusives. They don't know the honest answer is they don't know what to do. And they're flailing, I think.
A little bit.
And they blame it on like weird things in order to rationalize their decisions. But like at the end of the day, I think what's happening is like mainstream interest in games is probably going to be on the decline in the next 20 years,
Yeah.
That doesn't mean there won't be gaming. It's just going to be all gotcha, cell phone games, indie games that are like
Wow.
fun with friends and like the Roblox style games. It would arguably be bigger, but like we're from a generation where it's like the game that should be lauded is the long form storytelling Red Dead Redemption or Grand Theft Auto or Witcher or Final Fantasy. Like those are the games that should be lauded. And right now, I think there's enough people of our age for that to register. But in 20 years,
Who knows? Yeah.
I don't know. I think in 23 years that becomes more of a side thing, like of our generation, and not something you're gonna see a lot more blockchain games.
Well, the
There's
next
still people out there going like blockchain games of the future.
on core episode 9,000 in 30 years, we'll let you know our hot takes.
Oh my God. We'll be zombies by that point.
Yeah,
It'll be my son on here being like, why don't people like Goldeneye so much? Like Goldeneye was the best.
Yep. And he'll say
He's
"wololo" a
he's
lot.
so into it. Yeah, and Scott Wololo.
By the way, I captured that so we can have it. Here you go. Check it out.
Hi, Scott Wololo.
I had to keep the hi, Scott, because that made me laugh harder than any of it.
Yeah, he's so polite. It's like he's got to come in. Hi, Scott.
Hi, Scott Wololo.
Hi, Scott Wololo.
It's like our little secret.
Yeah.
It's like, I know about that dumb button you push a lot. One final story before we take our break. Zelda movie got a new release date again. It's been pushed around a little bit, but the new live-action Legend of Zelda movie will release worldwide on April 30th, 2027. Next year. It's coming quicker than you think. That'll be here before you know it. And, we can rule 34.
Are we getting it before the Elden Ring? It's a race.
Oh, good question.
We get the Triforce or the Ring first.
What is that? Do we have Elden Ring? Let's see.
I don't know. We just know Alec Gardenland.
Alex Garland.
Alex
Gargling these nuts.
Elden Ring movie.
Alex Garland is doing it. And
Release date. Okay, let's see if there's a
something-
release date.
It looked really stupid.
I would love it if we knew this. I don't think we do. Hold on. We do have a date, I think. Okay, it says 824's thing with Alex Garland writing and directing. Kaylee Spaney, I really like her. Alien Romulus. Hold on. Okay, that's cool. Oh my gosh, hurry the hell up. Where's the okay? Boy, they buried the lead here. Where is the date? It's not in here. Okay, great.
This is why we're all slowly adopting the AI in spite of our great.
Yeah, because things written by humans are designed to get you to read 15 other bits of information you don't need or want.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about that. That's a fundamental. That might be the one thing I like about AI is that it makes
No,
people.
Yes.
most of the time when I'm using the Gemini AI portion, it's because I don't want to scour 5 articles. I'm just like, can I have a quick answer to my question? And the AI just gives
You know what my favorite application, though, like all things AI, it's a little hit and miss, has been, is when I'm having a technical issue. That has been the best. Because you know what the previous process was? Go look at this forum and find 857 people complaining about the problem you have and nobody actually solving it. And it's like, what's this page? Oh, good. Sounds like this person has my problem. Let me go to the next page. Oh, yep. Here's another person with my problem. No solution. At least AI is going to start presenting you things. Will it work? I don't know.
Sometimes it's off, but you can
at
get
least
there.
it's trying to give you something right out of the gate without having to go to 57 different
you don't
message
have to
boards.
wade through as much muck,
Yeah.
basically. And that is a point in its favor.
I do like that.
Even if it's not always accurate, it's at least you just get to the juice sooner.
I got a date, March 3rd,
Right,
2028. So another year after that. There's no race. Zelda will beat it by a year. So
Yeah.
a year and a
Okay.
month. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like, they're going to spare no expense on Elden Ring.
It seems, the names that's attached to this already, just Garland alone.
Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman, baby.
I can't
Do we
wait.
know who he is? We don't know, do we?
No, but I hope he plays Ron Swanson.
I want to be the dung.
He's going to be the dung.
the Elden Lord.
What's the dung eater guy? We have an actor for that yet? He'd be the dung man,
know.
the poo man.
I don't know.
All right.
The thing about that game is everyone I think has mostly English accents.
That's
So
true.
Nick Offerman's all American, right?
It's true.
I don't know if I've heard him do. Hello, would you like some shrimp? The shrimp guy, I believe, is the dung eater without his costume on. The guy who boils shrimp for you in Elden Ring.
Oh, wait.
There's a guy who just hangs out and he's like, "Would you like some prawns? Not shrimp, prawn." I can't remember what his whole story was, but because people in that game are other people that also appear in the game, but they don't do things like transform before you, so you make the immediate connection. You've got to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the prawn guy, who was an ex-prisoner and violent,
That
is the dung eater, but without his costume on.
Oh, well, because they do have to pad out a story here, right? They got to do more than just hint at things and have.
I wouldn't call Elden Ring padded. I would call it the bare minimum.
Well, that's what I mean. They got to pad it out. They got to figure out a way to expand it. because the game didn't give you a lot. You know,
I would imagine.
It's true.
I would
It's
imagine
true.
it's a prequel because Elden Ring is a lot of lore and not a lot of active story. So my guess would be that the movie would be about the lore.
Let's see if I can find this Elden Ring clip.
Yeah, it's probably like is it Godric? Whoever that guy was.
It's either Godric or Godwin or Godfrey or
yeah, one of the god guys.
Goddamn.
I hope it's him. I hope it's the third one there.
Yeah,
Maybe it's about
fourth
Ronnie,
god.
Ronnie and the Knight of the Black Mark or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ronnie?
Yeah, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Ranni. Ronnie.
You might say Rainy, but it's Ronnie or Rainy.
I like Ronnie. Stay with Ronnie.
Well, Ronnie, there's another one too, right? Like, because there's two names, and there's sort of this implication that she's both, but maybe also the other, not Ronnie, but Rainy, I guess, was like a predecessor that she killed as well, or something like that.
Yeah.
See,
I forget all the lore. Like it's fascinating, but also it exits my brain fairly quickly.
it's also very cryptic, a lot of it. And it's like left to interpretation. So they're going to have to.
Yeah, that's why
dial
I'm
that in.
wondering if is this going to be like, North American audiences are not going to be able to follow the way they did Elden Ring. So it's going to be like, it's John Elden Ring. Or what did they call him?
That's
John
who.
Night Rain. John Night Rain.
That's who Nick Offerman is playing. Is John Elden Ring?
It's Elden P.
Well, the name,
Ring.
it's actually from Night Rain. There is a meme in the Night Rain community where it's John Night Rain. That's the Wilder, like the default character. They just call him John Night Rain because he's like the most standard ass. You don't see anyone's skin color, but just like the standard ass all American main character guy is the Wilder, which they call John Night Rain
Love it.
in Elden Ring. So maybe it'll be like something like that where it's John Night Rain, and he's like, oh, they put a bomb in the tower of what's it, and then he's like, yippee-ki-yay, lands between, like, it's just going to be Die Hard, but in the lands between.
Oh,
basically.
well, okay. If you're trying to sell me on it, I'm going. That sounds great.
And then, Ice Cube will show up and be like, the snake's out here this big. From Anaconda.
Yeah, no, I know.
There's big snakes in Elden Ring, too, so
Yeah, there's a big hand. I remember the hand. The thing.
I don't know any of Sam Jackson's line from Snakes on a Plane.
Plane,
but-
yeah. I don't know either. Oh,
But
there's
I know
mother
Ice
effing
Cube,
snakes on this mother effing plane is all I know.
I think Ice Cube to me is the OG Snake line.
that's
Snakes
pretty
out here
good.
this big.
Have you seen that new deal that they made? The new Anaconda deal?
No, it's just I thought
the
maybe they made a
Anaconda about them making another Anaconda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
haven't
it's
seen it.
Jack Black and all those people. It seems dumb,
Yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe I'll see it. Maybe I won't. I'm not super appealing.
I like the old one.
I've never seen the first one.
You never saw John Voight get eaten by a snake, and then when he spits him out,
No.
he winks at you. When he winks,
Yeah. Like,
No.
haha, I meant to get eaten by the snake and die the
that was
whole
great.
time.
I was nominated for an Oscar
I know
once.
it by reputation only.
Yeah, you should see it. It's dumb, super dumb, but I liked it. I had a good time.
Anyway, the Elden Ring movie.
Elden Ring coming in a year.
I'm sure the final
2
scene
years.
is going to be Melania versus Radon. That's
Sweet.
going to be
Oh
your
my
final
god, the first
scene.
lady versus Radon.
What if it was
Isn't that her name? Melania? Melania? Melina?
Melania?
I don't
No.
know. It's
You talking about the
What is
actual
it?
first lady right now?
No,
Melania.
I'm
I think I'm mixing
not-
things up.
not talking.
There's-
Hold on. What's her name? Hold on.
Melania.
Characters. Melania?
Melania.
M characters. So there's clusters of characters that all start with the same name. So like,
Well, yeah, and she's also always talking about Michaela. It's not Michaela. It's the other
there's
one.
Melina or Melina.
Millennia, the Millennia
Queen-
Falcon.
Queen America, and there's Melania, I think. Blade of Michaela.
This was a lot
Millennia,
more normal
Blade of
till it
Nicola.
was.
What?
How do you say it? Melania?
Millennia.
Millennia.
I don't think it's millennia because millennia is like years,
That's
right?
that's
Like,
Yeah.
1,000 years.
So it's Melania, Blade of Michaela, and then there's Michaela of the Halig Tree.
All right.
Yeah.
Is she
So
the weird?
part of the Elden Ring is that everyone has vaguely the same name, but not quite. That's part of that's why John said Godwin, Godric, Godlow, like whatever.
Here, I had to look for characters. Here's a list of some characters that popped up. Renala, Margot, Malekith, Rykard, Marika, Godfrey, Godwin. Who was this one? Mog.
Mog. Great.
Radon, Michaela, Melania.
Melania. There you go.
just
Amazon
had
made a
to-
movie about this.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Margit, Mesmer. Like, they all have the same name. Ronnie the Witch.
Who plays this character? Who's doing that?
Rolana.
That's
That's Sir Gideon Ofnir, isn't it?
Then it should be Offerman playing Ofnir.
I struggle with so many names, but Sir Gideon Ofnir, for some reason, immediately comes to mind.
Poor guy. He's having a little orgasm in the opening scene. Anyway, let's take a break. When we come back from this break, we'll talk about the games we played this week. And while you're out there taking your quick break, go check out the Core store up at frogpants.com/core. Shirts, hats, mugs, gaming mats, hoodies, and a whole bunch more. Go check it out. frogpants.com/core. Almost said store. I think shop is the other main one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Hey, we'll be back in a minute. Stay tuned. And we're back, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Man, you guys missed a great John show where John stuck a can to his head. And you're going to have to be a patron to go back and see
True.
that.
Everybody thinks that that's a Photoshop edit. It's not. Like, soda cans do just stick to my head.
Yep. I thought you'd use tape or glue or some other, like what's it called? The stuff they use on stage, Beau? Something gum?
two-way tape.
Oh. That was like
Painter's
spirit gum. What's the thing you do the fake mustaches with? Spirit gum? Is that right?
Oh, costume stuff. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, spirit gum sounds right. Yeah.
Something about that sounds right. But anyway, that's what ghosts chew when they have bad breath. So anyway, that's what you missed out on. Now you're going to get to hear all the real fun stuff like games that we played. That probably sounded great in Beau's head while he's got this stuffy head and head. I just
Feel
realized
it in your soul.
it's kind of annoying. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Let the show carry on as normal. I'm trying.
I know you're hanging in there. Let's get to your games first. We're going to put Beau up front and talk about progress in Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. How's that going?
Well, yeah. I finished the game.
Whoa.
I finished all Witcher 3 related activities, all side quests, all the bullshit. I'm done.
Would you call that is it like 100% or
I didn't do. There's like something about killing 50 people with your crossbow. I didn't 100% the achievements,
Okay.
but like,
just curious.
there isn't a quest marker left on the map that I could find. I didn't get every piece of mastercrafted armor. I could hang out in the world and do some stuff, but I called it good. I saw all the story. I saw what there is to see, and now I don't have to be like, I don't really know what happens. I know precisely all what happens. And one of the things I can say is I've heard a lot that Blood and Wine is a nice send-off for Geralt. And it's hard to interpret what that means. My assumption was always, Geralt will pass away, right? It's a send-off. So, spoiler alert, spoiler baron, maybe. I don't think you need to. It's an 11-year-old game. You're going to get
It's
spoiled.
pretty old, yeah.
He doesn't
Had
die.
your chance.
Yeah.
He gets a house. He's like, wow, I didn't know I'd ever own property. He has his ranch, Corvo Bianco, and he just lives there now. He's retired in Florida, basically. If Florida was a vaguely French, Italian, Polish countryside, but
Which it is not for sure, but yeah, I like that.
But there's he's gone down south in a warmer climate and has relaxing, and that's the end. So really, there could be the fact that there might be another expansion to Witcher 3 makes total sense. It's just
And they are doing that, right? Wasn't there some special thing that's getting worked on that's like a
There's speculation. I don't think anything's been
speculation. It
confirmed.
was going to be released in May, but I don't think that's going to be the case. However, the anniversary is on the 19th, which is in 5 days. So I think if they were going to do anything in May, it'd probably be, like a direct, maybe around that time or something, just secretly they blast out, possibly. There's lots. I don't know what stage of development stuff's in, but they have lots of stuff in the hopper. Witcher 1 remake, Witcher 4, and possibly a DLC. I hope they do the DLC. That'd be so gangster. But we'll see.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I always took it, and I always thought of the like, it's a good send off for Geralt was less a like culmination in the story, but more just like this was a really great like last experience, which is kind of the way people talk about the Mass Effect Citadel DLC, which canonically takes place prior to the ending of Mass Effect 3, but like it's a very self-aware, very like, hey, we're all spending one last, fun bit of time before things get serious together. So people also tend to say like that's a real good send-off for Shepard and crew because, it's a chance to kind of dip your toe back into those waters and just enjoy the characters that you've been on this adventure for.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like content-wise, it's, just like Phantom Liberty, it's like there's more to it than you'd expect from probably an expansion. Like usually it's some missions and end-game content, but there's like a full swath of side missions. Main story quest is no slouch. Very interesting and cool, including going to the fairy tale land, which is a big highlight. Going to, there's like the three little pigs, and the big bad wolf blows the house down. Like you just use Ard to break the house, and a bunch of like actual pigs come out in like Mario hats, because like one's like a wood guy, and the other's a whatever they build their houses with, but they're all in the brick house guy. So you just indiscriminately kill all the pigs.
I love it.
It's pretty funny. It's really great. It's worth the experience. It's very fun, but it definitely felt to me like, oh, this is, just another arc of his adventuring. There's no reason he couldn't go to some other continent and, have a whole other ass adventure. He's not like broken or anything.
Yeah.
It's a very nice, happy ending.
But don't they,
Well,
this may be, because we know Triss is the new Witcher in the new game because we've seen the trailer.
Not Triss, Ciri.
Siri, sorry. Triss ain't doing shit.
She might be. I don't know.
She might be. But the fact that Siri is in there, oh my gosh, my watch went off.
Yeah, no wonder you didn't want to call it by name.
If I say Triss, it doesn't make my watch go off. There was some kind of talk like, well, why is she in there? She's not the Witcher, blah, blah, blah. But isn't there something at the end of Blood and Wine where they kind of transition her? And
no, in the main campaign, in the good ending, right?
Yeah.
You meet up with Ciri, and you craft some swords for her because she's like she's Jesus of this world. Like she has the elder blood. She can stop the freezing of a multitude of worlds all through the multiverse. And if you get the good ending, she does that. You got to trust her to go off on her own and do it.
She went to Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, maybe.
And Emerus Van Hoot or whatever his name is. The Nilfgaard. The Nilfgaardian Emperor, that's apparently the biological father. But of course, you're the spiritual adoptive father that she likes much better. Yeah. And then your choice is if you don't turn her in, right, to her own father. That's the plot of the game. Like, please bring me back my daughter. And you're like, I don't think I will. You're a butthole.
Yeah.
But I'll just say I will because Yennefer wants me to behave. So she likes you. You're her role model. So after she's done all that stuff, in secret, you make her some swords. You meet up at a bar, and she's like, when are we going witchering? So you run off with Ciri to teach her the ways of witchering, even though she technically isn't a witcher. She's a child of the elder blood. So she's different, but she wants to grow up and be a witcher like her adoptive father.
Right. The cool guy.
So it makes complete and total sense in a passing of they literally passed the torch at the end of Witcher 3. So it's completely fine and sensical. Now, I don't know what they're going to do about her powers because she is, conjunction of the spears Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
How she's not going to be incredibly OP doing like when you play as her movesets are like heal immediately, teleport everywhere, hold down a button, and then teleport and hit everything in the room. Like Witchers, you still got to try a little bit. You got to cast the right spells and drink the right potions. And then Ciri's just kind of like, I'll shoot a laser from heaven. Boom,
we just scale the world up and make everything harder or something like that.
Yeah, or you scale her down. Where like now that she's used her power, maybe she got hit with the weak ray or something like that. Who knows?
Yeah,
because you got to level up your character and stuff, right? imagine being like already level 1000 when you start a campaign, and they're going to make like 3 games with her. Like, no, they've got to give her like, they got to gimp her so that you can grow back into your power, just like Adam Jensen in Deus Ex.
Yeah,
you know?
or the Metroid lady, Samus. That's her whole deal.
Yeah. This is the whole. I expect there'll be some of that, which will get explained away, and I'm sure they're capable of doing that. It's totally fine. Yeah. So she's not a Witcher in the traditional. We killed 50 young boys and got 1 Witcher out of it kind of way, which is the usual way you get a Witcher.
That is how they do it. That's a kind of a brutal
they fill them
deal.
full of poison, send them into a cave where there's a giant troll in there, and say like, whoever comes out alive, you get to be a Witcher.
Yeah, it's some 40K shit that they do to him, to them.
Yeah, it's really awful,
Yeah.
And they all hate the way they became. They lament a lot about how this whole thing sucks.
Yeah.
So she's like a new generation of Witcher, I suppose. That doesn't get subjected to that. What do they call it? The Trial of the Grasses, I think is
that the name?
Yeah,
There's some goofy names in there.
And so it just makes complete sense, and you don't have to play any of the expansion content to get that connective tissue.
That's good.
So yeah, and I think it makes sense. Just that I think the story and the games tell, anyways, is that Ciri does prefer Geralt to like the other role models in her life who all want to use her for her power, right?
No, he's a gruff and kind of a turd, but he's also the most reliable and has the most. He's the least full of shit. What he tells you, he means.
Well, he's always just trying to toughen her up so she can be like her own person, and that's sort of how you get the good ending. Is like, rather than try to control her, make her decisions, give her shit, turn her in. You can turn her into the Nilfgaardians, which I think is always a funny option for the ransom. It's just letting her make her own decisions. Like if she thinks something stupid, then you let her be a child. And when she has a big conversation, you don't have to be there with her. You just, trust her to go, you do all those things. Probably I assume actual fathers sort of were participated in making of the game. I don't have children of my own.
I have to assume.
But there is a sort of element of like, she's grown into adulthood. So at a certain point, you're there to support her, provide guidance, but she's got to walk through her own door. So there's a few quests that are kind of like that. And, that's how you get the good ending. And then she comes back. Yeah, you got to trust her to save the world, because you as Geralt don't save the world. You play your role, I suppose. And then after she comes back, she just wants to be a Witcher. Like she could be in a court somewhere, have people attending on her hand and foot, be, lauded as a giant religious icon, but she just wants to don a hood and slay some, werewolves.
Sure.
Traipse through the swamp with you. So
living that life. I get it.
Yeah, so I don't know what's in store for the new games, but it is called Witcher, and it is part 4. And who knows if Geralt will die in the expansion or if he will be himself in Witcher 4. Like he might be like, your parents, your retired parents that you go see, like kind of like John's parents who hold on to his PlayStation for him and stuff like that.
I hold on to their PlayStation.
No, that's true. Yeah. John,
but you go to them and be like, can you like look after, in Witcher terms, I'd be like, can you look after this hideous imp for me or whatever? Like,
yeah.
I haven't figured out what to do with this hideous imp. Can you just stay at the house, please? And you're like, okay, daughter. Like,
sure, whatever. She's great. I'm excited for whatever 4 is going to be. Kind of can't wait. Was that next year? Next year, right?
Well, we don't know when it's coming.
I guess we don't know, do we?
No, but that's what I'm saying. May 19th might be a good time to see some. If they were gonna like do a direct or trailer release that wasn't tied to some big show, they would choose. I think the anniversary would be a great time.
Yeah.
So there's still buzz. So we have to wait one more week. By the time we hit the next show, we may be talking about the new Witcher stuff or not.
Well, we'll see.
Same as every week, because that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, I finished it, and I have that crossed off my list.
What's next?
Like
I can't
200
quite
hours.
believe what you played. Tell me about the next one.
So I when you play a big long game like that and you enjoy it, you kind of feel a big hole. I had a Geralt shaped hole in my heart, and I decided to boot up Witcher 2.
Oh man,
because I know Witcher 1 remake is coming.
Yeah, that might make Witcher 1 playable. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I remember not enjoying it, and I gotta say I played a bit of Witcher 2, and like you can see the roots of the storytelling taking shape. It's not as good, but it's the same style, and so far it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the gameplay is pretty booty butt cheeks, honestly. Like the magic animations when you cast spells are like, I don't know, they look like they're bought off the Unity asset store or something like that. Like it's like, it's a real step down, and I don't know if I'm going to continue playing or not, to be honest. I think I might just be like, I played Witcher 3 and I'm just going to call it good. I don't think I can do it.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of little things. Oh, John's, you're muted. I see you talking about it.
Yes, thank you. It's part of the reason why I struggled so much. Like anytime people are like, yeah, but the gameplay on Witcher 3 is bad. It's because I tried getting into The Witcher at Witcher 2 and struggled. And Witcher 3 felt like such a revolution gameplay wise that like, I understand what people mean when they're like, yeah, I don't like how it plays. I do get it. But at the same time, because I knew where we were coming from, I was like, oh, it feels so much better. Oh, it feels like a real game. Oh, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's rough to go back, even rougher to go back to Witcher 1, where it just plays completely different. I think you like click to attack in that game.
Yeah, it was almost Diablo top down a little bit, and your character had stances. I guess you still have stances in the new ones, but they don't take
It's
priority.
A lot smoother in 3.
Yeah.
Like it's just a more smoother, modern experience. I would say like it plays good. I just think the challenge isn't there. Like I play Whirlwind Barbarian in Witcher 3. So I just whirlwind everything,
It's your favorite thing to do in all video games, I've noticed. You're a whirlwind
It's
guy.
just easy. If there's like a bunch of things and you just press one button, it's hard to like, am I going to take 20 minutes to fight this thing or 10 seconds,
Sure. But like in WoW, you play a whirlwind by a warrior?
I play Fury Warrior.
Yeah.
It is the archetype I gravitate to the most because I don't like. Usually, warriors have gap closers, so I like being up close on the enemy. And if you press a button and charge them, it feels good.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I'm that aggro kind of player. I can't do a lot of range. Even Warlock. I played a bit of Warlock in Diablo 4, and I was like, it's pretty and stuff, but
really? I'm having.
I don't have a gap closer. Like,
well, that's true.
When I play Barbarian, I play like with the charging basic attack. I play leap. Like anything to just like make sure I'm right up on the enemy.
Yeah.
Like those gap closers. I was playing Rogue actually this season though, or for like the campaign. And Rogue's got Shadow Step, which is just teleport to the enemy.
Yeah, kind of giving you what you
and
want.
like if you can chain them, you can reset the charge if you get a kill when you Shadow Step. So you just blink all over the screen and kill everything. It takes more time than the screen clearing stuff, but it's fun as hell. Anyway, but I played a bit of Witcher 2, and like so far, like story's a little interesting and all that, but I think the gameplay's too bad, and that's why I switched to playing some other games, which I'm going to talk about now.
All right.
I played a game that I looked at but waited for a long time just because it wasn't a huge priority, but I kind of wanted that third-person action feel. And it just so happened what came across my screen but Stellar Butt.
Yeah, Stellar Butt.
And I'm not going to be shy about this. Like I just spent 200 hours looking at Geralt's,
It's a nice butt, but it's not really the butt you want to.
Geralt's butt. I'm like, what if I, can spend time looking at this Stellar Butt, Eve's butt.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Stellar Blade. I bought it. I was like, you know what? I think it's time. I want some action. And so far, I've played. I crash landed on. I think it's Earth. It could be a new Earth or a different Earth, but an Earth planet. And fought some stuff, and now I'm in like a destroyed city, and then I'm going to the Hall of Records, and it's fun. It's a pretty competent game so far. I feel like I'm still very early, like I'm on the second level. But one thing, this is a parry game. That's one thing I forgot. I was like, oh shit, here we go, parrying again. I'm like having a flashback.
Yeah.
Expedition 3. It seems like parrying is pretty important. But I switched it to the Y button. I went pretty deep on my control bindings. Oh, it's so much better on the button. And this got me to another soapbox. I'm not going to get on the soapbox today. Maybe a bonus show or something like that. But our controllers need more than 4 flat buttons in 2026.
Face buttons, you mean? Like
I'm sick of 4 buttons. They'll put buttons underneath the controller. They'll put buttons, screens, like PlayStation does. They'll do anything but add more than 4 buttons in the XYEB area, And I think it's time. I think I could use 2 more buttons, maybe even like a full 8.
Were you a fan of? Let's see, was it 6 on?
I'm okay with trigger
The
buttons.
Duke.
Yeah, the Duke. No, not the Duke.
I'm okay with trigger
Yeah,
buttons.
didn't the original Xbox have a black and white button?
Oh,
The
it
Duke
did.
had
You're
6.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. The N64 also had the C thing, but it was like 4 up there and then 2 more below it. So they were kind of doing that there too, but I don't know.
I can't stand the bumpers. I've come to the realization bumpers always block and parry. They don't press good. Triggers are fine. I'm okay with the trigger buttons.
Yeah.
I like them even. Bumper buttons, effing hate them. I've had loose ones. I've had tight ones. I've seen them in all kinds of shapes now. I hate them all. I just hate them. I hate the bumper buttons. Just like, even if I might try and see if there's a controller that just moves the 2 bumpers to a 6 button pad, that'd be great. But I sort of think we're at a point now where like more than 4 buttons has to be standard. I mean, it's pretty standard in like arcades to have 6 button controls. It's not that crazy of a concept. But for some reason, this is the standard. So anyways, I moved my parry to the Y button and my strong attack to the bumper, which still sucks, by the way. But a strong attack is not as important as parry. These parry games, parry's like, you can just sit there and do nothing. But if you parry, it's amazing. And like, it's fun to parry in this game because if you parry enough times, you get a retribution attack and it looks badass. So I'm like, I'm always trying to do retribution attacks. And this game has a ton of moves and I'm sort of intrigued by learning all the moves. Like they're pretty flashy. Like if a certain attack comes in and you press up and dodge or like sidestep, you reposition 180 fully behind them and go in for a huge attack. There are counter attacks on both dodge and parry, but this game really wants you to dodge and parry. And I think like left bumper, I don't know whose idea of a good button that is for it, but I hate it personally. But overall, the game so far is pretty good. Controls are good, graphics are good. I don't got to buy the outfits. You can just find the outfits in the game world like a real competent game does, Blizzard.
Yeah.
It makes exploration fun because I might find something cool in the game and not.
You mean the game
wallet.
you bought? Are you talking about the game you purchased?
Yeah, in the game I purchased for a full $70, I didn't have to spend another $60 to get a cool new outfit.
Crazy
in the game.
It's so bad in Diablo that the other day I got a new horse from a fight, and I was like, I thought I had cheated. I was like, what is this? I was like, how did I get this? Did a glitch happen? Like, I genuinely had a moment of like, on one hand, it made that item seem so special because it was like, cosmetic items do drop in this game. But on the other hand, it also made me extremely aware that like, oh yeah, all this stuff is just in the store. Because this feels like a snowflake.
I think pound for pound, objectively, the stuff they drop is like booty, like compared to what you get in the store. Like, it'd be like, oh, a new horse. Oh, it's reddish chestnut colored horse. Cool.
The one I got though is cool. That's why it feels like such a snowflake in hell. Is it's actually so it's all the horse is all like lava-y and fire shoots out of its nose and eyes.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, okay, this is okay. A cool looking thing that's cosmetic dropped in the game. I think, although I don't know where it came from. Yeah. I guess I'm be honest. I just went back to town one time and I disenchanted everything and there was still something in my inventory and I went, what's in my inventory? Oh, that's a horse. Where did I get this? So for all I know, they gave it to me for logging in or for...
It might be a first-time season kill on something. Or
it could be something like that. So I might be wrong, and it might still have some value attached to it, but I was like so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, a cosmetic item in the game. Imagine.
Well, Stellar Butt has lots of that. And,
it does. And they're not shy about it.
No.
So far, I like the game. I like the vibe of the game. I'm looking forward to playing more and chatting with John about it. It's like filled my Witcher hole.
Yeah.
It's like it's fun. It's flashy. The dialogue's okay. It's a little, it's not as well written as Witcher, but like it's fine. It's totally.
It's not what you're. It's not. What
but it's just like where's the Hall of Records? Go here for the Hall of Records. To open that, you need a battery. Where can I find the battery? It's like. There's not a lot of characterization.
Sixth floor of this garage.
Yeah.
But you're into the.
But I'm
combat,
early,
though.
and it may get better. It might just be like I crash landed on Earth with all my other battle angels. They all died, and some guy picked me up. and apparently we're looking for a library, but he's got the personality of a crack, like, the Ritz cracker. Like,
Yeah. No, 100% he does.
so we'll see. But like the gameplay's fun. I'm mad that I'm sick because I don't really like to play games when I'm sick, and I kind of really want to get back to it. I was having a good time with it.
Yeah.
Music seems. It's that girly pop like
that level you're on. The song that plays for that, I get that song stuck in my head, and it is no joke on a playlist for me because it just mellows me out. There's something about it, like even though you're running around fighting creatures, it's a chill song.
Yeah, it's that girly pop vibe. Like it's not like I know Scott, you played Scarlet Nexus, but it's that like. It's that dissonant vibe where you're playing like a hardcore science fiction game with murder and science fiction, and then it's just like jazz or like pop music. It's like it's not the vibe, but like it works. Like I dig it.
Sometimes that can work. Sometimes
I think it's a big recommend. I think Scott, you'd enjoy it too. You get a good time. The only thing is like
I'll
depending on like your family situation, if the wife walks in or the kids walk,
she won't care.
They might think something about you because you're playing it. Because like it is gratuitous. Like some of the execution kills, like make sure the camera speeds around and goes into slow mo right when a boob is showing, and then speed back up, and you're like, they know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they know what they're emphasizing with their slow motion tactics and whatnot. Like it's clearly that, but it's actually a pretty good game. It's not resting on the fact that it's got some Gunner DNA.
Yeah,
I put the track in our Discord if you want to play a little bit. But I'm so excited Beau's playing it because I said it actually during the John show. This game does have a reputation. It's not that the reputation came from nowhere. It's there and deserved for a reason. But it's a legitimately good game. Like, this game didn't go, we don't have to try because we have boobs in the game. This game's one of my favorite games I've played recently, and I really dig it. So I'm happy Beau's trying it.
Here's a little taste.
And this is like what you're killing monsters to.
Really?
It's so chill, yeah.
That's a trip.
It really feels disconnected, but in like kind of a nice, pleasant way. You're like, yeah.
It works. I'm like, oh, I like this song. Yeah, it's good.
Well, enjoy it because it's one of the few Sony exclusives you're going to get for a while, previously.
No, this was a factor in me buying it. The developers are not Sony exclusives. They confirmed they're going to be releasing Stellar Blade 2 or their future games.
Oh, that's good. I thought they had a deal with Sony, and then this was a.
They might have, but they may not be locked in.
They said they're self-funding the next one. They're not gonna partner with Sony, so
Sweet.
it can come out
everywhere. I read that as a like, what the hell is Sony being an idiot for? Like, this hurts us. Like, we're not gonna.
Seems dumb.
We're not gonna join this idea because lots of people. It's overwhelmingly positive on Steam. Like, I think
Stellar Blade's legitimately a well thought of game. I think I shied away from it because I was the dialogue around it was just so irritating. Like everybody.
Yeah, I know that stuff's kind of irritating, but just set that aside. The game obviously doesn't revel in it at all. Like
I don't read social media like I did then anyway, so I probably wouldn't. If it was today, I'd probably just play it.
I really have no social media accounts. It's great.
It's kind of nice, right? Get away from it a bit.
I mean, YouTube Shorts is probably the most that I interact with, and YouTube, like that's my and Reddit. I like Reddit. Yeah.
I get a lot of gaming TikTok stuff I like, and they just happen. I don't get crap or any politics or anything, and so if you can get the right algorithm, the right thing, you can find some fun. But
it's fine. It's mostly just a reaction to staying away to all the vitriol. Like it's sort of become that, right? It wasn't that way 10 years ago. It was cool.
Yeah, it was not only cool. It meant you could use. It was a tool for creators. You could promote your stuff. It actually made a difference. It's absolutely worthless now.
It's just a psychological trap of, I wake up, you want to read the paper in the morning. Our version is like, let me open social media and see what's going on. And just seeing something that makes you mad. Maybe you don't even post, but now I'm like thinking about it for 15 minutes. And it's like, I can avoid that by just not reading that source. Like it's not necessary, like I can read an article, I can find information without having to it's not like the actual article itself. It's the discourse around it, which usually, gets me anyways. Yeah. So all I'd say is Stellar Butt is fantastic. I'm going to play more.
Excellent.
And this is what happened is I also played Pragmata. I started up. I was like, I got this game as a gift. It's a hot game. And John played it and he liked it. I'm like, let's not delay. Let's go. So I started playing it. I couldn't tell you why I stopped. I stopped and bought Stellar Butt and played that. It was like I went from Witcher 2 to Pragmata to Stellar Butt, and then I was like, but I want to go back to Pragmata. Like I played up to the point where you could save the game in the storeroom, the storehouse, the safe house.
The little safe house, yeah.
And I liked it. I was just like, but the energy's a little more low key, and I kind of just wanted some. I don't know. I was just feeling experimental. I was just like. But
Pragmata's definitely slower pace. Pragmata's it has you playing a mini game amidst combat, whereas Stellar Blade is more action forward.
Yeah, I think I was like, I'm not so much in the mood for Pragmata, and then I saw Stellar Butt, and like I said, some of it was the Stellar Butt that sort of enticed me. But it was I know it's a good game. So, anyways, it was fun. It's fine. I like Pragmata as well so far, but I had the graphics turned up way too high. So I mostly watched the opening in 15 frames per second.
Oh, no.
And I couldn't, it's a pretty long opening, and I couldn't get to an options point until I started playing. So I kind of want to just play from the start again. Not that it's that far back. But one thing I will say about the safe house is this definitely has some Death Stranding vibes to it. Not that it has Hideo weirdness, but just, you got a little room, right, where you can upgrade your shit and hang out and stuff. And it reminded me a lot of that. But I like this better. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pragmata's pretty cool. Yeah.
It's so funny you said that. Last night, I needed something to put on to fall asleep. I like to have something on in the room, especially when I keep waking up coughing. Because it's I can, if I wake up in the middle of the night, there's something on, I can just kind of tune in until I fall back to sleep. And I put on a lore video explaining the story of Death Stranding. And I think it was a mistake.
Oh, no.
I woke up and I was just like, well, what's going on? Why are we talking like this? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
And it was just, I woke up confused and upset at a couple different points because of what it was presenting to me.
I do that.
That said, I think there are some really cool story ideas in there, like anything that Kojima does. But when you're nodding off and waking up in bits and pieces, at one point, I fell asleep for several hours, and it transitioned to story beats between Death Stranding 1 and 2. And I woke up and I couldn't tell that time had passed because they were still kind of talking about the same stuff. But then they're like, this is the story of Death Stranding 2. I was like, what happened? How many hours have passed by? It wasn't a good idea. I should have picked something else.
Yeah. The other thing I was going to say about Death Stranding real quick while you're on the subject, one of my kids bought it. I don't know how or why they have it, but they got it. And we're on the family sharing thing, so it pops into my library saying, this is now available for you. And I came this close to clicking play. I installed it and everything. And I don't know if I should or not. So my question to John is, what you learned from your midnight listen to try to help you sleep, should I or should I not?
I don't know if you're going to have the patience for it, Scott. Yeah. It seems like a slow burn.
Yeah, but all that walking, I like some chore core, delivery.
But it's not just that. It's not honestly, if it was just a chore core game, I honestly might but with a crazy weird story, I probably would like it more. But I don't know. Man.
I'd like it more than one.
I just don't. It's sort of like, if it was a chore core game, I'd probably recommend it to you because the point would be to get the chore. I think with Death Stranding, the point is to play the game, and I don't think you're going to get through the game.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And that's okay. It's okay to not finish every video game you play, but I think there's some games where there is, Stellar Blade is a good example. I love Stellar Blade. I think people should play through the entire game if they like it. I think it's worth going through the whole game. But I think you can play a lot of hours of Stellar Blade and go, oh, I had a fantastic time. This was super fun. I didn't finish it, though. And I wouldn't be like, oh, that sucks that you didn't finish it. I'd just be like, oh, cool, you played it. How far did you get? What did you think? Do you think you'll ever finish it? But I feel like Death Stranding is a game where people are like, let's talk about the whole scope of the story. And I don't know if it's a game where people are going to be like, oh, you bounced off of it. That's fine. What did you think of, the first 14 hours or whatever it is?
The tutorial.
What do you think of delivering things in a van?
Yeah.
Like,
I kind of like doing that, though. I like delivering things.
Just try. Okay, just try it. And then,
I mean, it's on there. I could try it, right?
Enjoy the emails when people are like, I can't believe he's not going to finish it.
Yeah, I can't wait. Tsushima burns for a reason, guys. All right.
Well, that one's my fault.
Yeah, that's
well,
more of
no,
John.
it's your fault.
It's John. The meme
But
is John's fault, but
I was the one holding the bellows as the fire burned.
yeah,
I think all my structures have probably decayed right now. One of the annoying things is you can improve the roads and like facilities to make your deliveries better.
did you play one? Are you talking about one or two?
They do decay, and I think they decay slower when you're offline, but I think they still do decay.
Yeah, so everything you built's gone now.
Ugh.
The rain got it.
I mean, I'm just like, for every like cool thing, there's something that's like, I hate this game.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're only talking about the first one, though, right? You never tried the second.
I never tried the second one, but
Not that your results would be any better, but
the thing is, like, at the end of the day, if you told me the second one is just more Metal Gear Solid, just combat and stuff, I'd be like, cool, let me play that then.
sign me up.
But it's more delivery.
I guess I'll put it this way. Right now, 2 of the 3 of us have at least played the game.
Yeah.
We can say like, yeah, I gave it a go, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I played 81 hours.
Just join the ranks, just get to where you can say you played it. You know?
Yeah. Wait, you played for how long? 80 hours?
I played 81 hours in the first one.
Holy
yeah.
shit. I don't know why that surprises me. That seems like you got a lot further
Take
than I
a while,
expected.
and you do the optional deliveries. Yes, I played a ton of it. Like, I'm just like,
Wow.
I think I got the idea. I'm not like, and no part of me is like, I need to see the ending of this thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'd be on my deathbed and be like, you know what? I don't care. I just don't.
That
care
won't be
what
one of
it
those
is.
regrets where you're like, I can't believe I didn't finish the Kojima masterpiece known as Death
Chrono
Stranding.
Fish says, I don't know how Bo got to 80 hours and didn't finish. I'm a side quest guy. Like
I
to
do. Like, yeah. Have you heard Beau talk about any video game on this
Ever?
show?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to be mean because I like you, Cruddlefish, but like at the same time, Beau plays. He just said he finished Witcher 3, and there's not a side quest icon on the map.
Yeah, that's
Like,
insane.
That's why he's played 80 hours and didn't finish it.
Yeah.
I'm not like an MSQ boy who just does the MSQ and can like sit there and not help, the pedestrians. But the thing is, in Death Stranding, they're like, oh, hey, can you deliver 5 video game consoles? And then like you do it, and it's like, cool, here's some likes. And I'm like, wait, what's the story behind these video games? Like, it's just like a text log or something, it's like,
Yeah.
it's so unsatisfying.
You know what I
and-
love though is that you haven't played Crimson Desert yet, but when you say things like that, I can't wait for you to play Crimson Desert.
I know. Oh, it's going to be a
I
problem.
have a feeling I'm not going to like Crimson Desert. That's kind of why I've been waiting for them to patch it.
You
to
might
be the
not,
best
but
version.
I'm telling you, if you'd like that, I don't do an MSQ. I'd rather help everyone along the way. Boy, do I have a video game for you.
Oh, you think I might like it? Okay,
I think you're
it's
going to
hard.
love it.
It's still installed. I'm in that mode we get in where it's just like
I do it all the time. I can't talk.
The game feels like it's a bit in beta, and judging on what I read, it's definitely a game still in beta. So like, I don't need to play it right now.
They've done a lot though to improve that.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I think I'll miss the early era and then enjoy it in its best version. Maybe on the release of a first expansion or something like that. Might be the time.
I can see that working. Sure.
Yeah, it's just there's like I'm playing a 2-year-old game now, Stellar Blade. Like that, I keep emphasizing that where it's like I get excited for new stuff, but there are so many games I haven't played.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2 yet. I mean, there might come a time where I'm like, I'm going to Red Dead it up, and it'll be brand new to me
Yeah.
at some point.
It'll probably prepare you also for Crimson Desert. There's a lot of similarities in those games.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the story's like much better.
By far.
An all time. Like Red Dead's an all timer from what I understand.
Yeah, but mechanically and some of the things like the camp and a few other things, there's stuff in Crimson Desert where I look at it and go, you guys like Red Dead a lot,
From
don't
what I
you?
understand about Crimson Desert, though, I think they took from like every game in existence, right? There's
Kinda,
some
yeah.
Zelda, there's some Valheim, there's some Bionic Commando. There's some Witcher. There's some Red Dead. Like I feel like that was the description I heard, was that like the scope of the game was so insane because they kept taking all the great ideas from everywhere, but it has no cohesive like identity of its own.
And even the fishing that you would normally hate, you can just jump in that lake and grab a fish. Grab it.
Yeah, I had to because I still don't know how to do the fishing mini game. They need to soften that up a little
Make
bit.
it a little easier.
Oh, Mashup Guild has something for us. We should clarify for our regular listeners. Some people don't know what MSQ stands for.
Oh, well, it's
main story quest, and I got it from Final Fantasy 14 when John started playing it.
I think a lot of people did. Yeah, that's where I learned it.
It's so for an MMO, it's so rigidly structured to like, if you're going to do any quests, these are the quests that move the narrative forward. Everything else is a side quest. Like WoW has an MSQ, but they do nowadays. I think they stole that from Final Fantasy 11.
Absolutely did.
They used to not. You would just have quests, and some of them would be story quests, but they wouldn't be identified. You just read them and have to know.
They were just yellow exclamation points. Now there's
you just do all the quests.
Yeah,
and you wouldn't think about it too hard, but Final Fantasy 11 really, like, from a UI standpoint, said like, here's your story quest, here's your non-story quest, and now that I've like even played some Final Fantasy 14 and talked to John a lot about it, I now can frame every game as, even watching some documentaries, like they call it internally like a critical path. Mm-hmm. Like, what's the critical path? So it's like there's a bunch of activities that add value to the game that aren't on the critical path or the MSQ.
Yeah. Now I don't even think of it as a weird term, but I guess some people still don't know what an MSQ is.
Yeah, they might not. We make these assumptions, and sometimes, we don't know. I had to explain what an op was to Boomer Chat, Mike and them. Oftentimes I'll come across terminology in the video game sphere, and they'll be like, I have to include annotation sometimes with my text messages because they're like, what is I can't think of anything, but this week it was an op, that means opponent, because they thought they meant the military operation, like Spec Ops.
Oh, I thought maybe they thought it was OP, like overpowered.
Well, I did use OP at 1.2 in the same sentence, and also annotated that when I said OP there, it meant overpowered.
That's great.
When you have to like annotate your like brain rot and your jargon.
That's like when you have to tell. Annoying. It would be like having to explain when you said the word TOO and also TWO in the same sentence.
Right. I'm using the word to as in TWO.
Yeah.
So it's clear.
Just so you guys know.
But when people are in the know, they know it by context, right? Like it could be any of the 3 or 4 meanings, but by context, you immediately get it.
English is already weird, but when you add gamer slang on top of that, it's even weirder, man.
Well, and then there's also this weird like reappropriation that occurs with gamer speak, where now like kids for us are using terms that we used for like MMO talk and stuff like that, but they're not using it in conjunction with games at all. They're talking about it in real life, like that's where, even though this one has gotten out of date, but like that's where Riz comes from. It comes from charisma, which as a stat, and that's the function of it. And you hear it and it's like, man, you guys don't even know where these words came from. And like, that's the other thing, is when you as an adult, like, oh yeah, I know what that means. And they're like, how do you know what it means? Like, we invented it. All you did was make it sound weird.
Yeah. You just made it weird.
So I look
forward to the day where my son looks at me and he's like, Dad, for school, I'm just going to MSQ it.
It's coming, dude. You know it's coming.
I'm just gonna be like,
maxing is that. Like, I don't know if you've come across these guys that take like a hammer and chisel to their face and injure their faces to get themselves square jaws and shit.
Yeah.
And I think if you were like, what video games do you play? They'd be like, I'm not gay. I don't play video games.
Yeah.
And like they're that kind of person, but they're calling it looks maxing, which is literally min maxing.
Yeah.
The nerdiest part of gaming, where you're like, every stat matters. I don't play for fun. I play for optimization, performance, min-maxing, right?
Yeah.
But now you got these people, like John just said, they don't have nothing to do with video games, using video game lingo to describe how handsome they look.
I heard a kid say, I was AFK, I didn't get your text.
Yeah.
I was like, you were AFK? Really? Do you want me to punch you in the face? Yeah, which keyboard? Your little digital one on your thumbs? Is that the one you're doing me?
Yeah.
I used to embarrass my kids because they would text me LOL in the same room as me, and I would go, "No, you didn't."
You did not.
And they would get so confused by it, and they'd be like, "What are you talking about? I'm just saying it's funny." I was like, "No, you're saying you're laughing out loud, and you're not laughing out loud."
Yeah, what do they think
It's
that
not
means?
what it means. It's like, yes, it is. That's what it means. Don't start with me.
You little psychos. 100% what that means. All right. Well, Beau, you had a real earful
Anyways,
of
they
games.
played some games. They were fun. It was great.
Well done. I have to make a quick review of a piece of hardware. Yes, that's right.
Hardware review.
You see this right here? This is the Steam Deck or the Steam controller. I almost said Steam Deck, and you wouldn't be faulted for thinking, doesn't that look like a squished together Steam Deck without the screen? You wouldn't be that far off. It is essentially that same controller design, or at least that's how it'll feel in your hands. And this is a little unboxing I did earlier, and earlier in the week. Huge shout out to Oz, a local listener who was able to procure 2 of these and sold me one of them. That's how I got it, because getting it that day was a nightmare. I think I mentioned it last week. So that's how I got my hands on it. Had a bunch of time with it, mostly in Crimson Desert, but a few other things. It does indeed have the 3-foot drop Wilhelm scream. That's not a made-up thing. It actually does it.
Live on, can we hear it?
I think so. Let me hear it. Let me turn it on.
Be careful. He's going to drop it on wood
Drop it on
or
a
something.
pillow. Drop it on a pillow or something.
It won't work here. Hold on. Dang it. Oh, it's because it didn't stay on. Here we go. Oh,
I told you this wasn't going to end well.
$99 out the window.
Both break your Steam controller. Break it.
I don't have anything soft handy. Wait, I have this shoe.
No.
Hold on.
Drop it on your tummy.
Here we go. It is soft. I'll give you that. All right. Here we go. Oh, it's not going to do it. Anyway, it goes.
You toss it across the room. Will it do it? Can maybe someone in your house come toss it to you?
Yeah, can you fake it? Can you just drop your hand really fast?
You guys are trying to make me.
You got plenty of controllers. If it breaks, it's no big deal.
Well, that's true. I do have a lot. Anyway, I am very pleased with it. Now, I was already a fan of how this felt in the Steam Deck style of holding it. So it's probably sensible to think that this also feels good in a compact controller. My hands are just the right size for everything. I think everything feels really good. Once again, there are buttons on the back that I haven't used yet. I don't know how or what games are going to use these yet.
I disabled them on my 8-bit do.
Yeah, they're kind of, so far I've yet to have a game that I really would
I've
like.
ended so many turns in Slay the Spire thanks to the back buttons on my Steam Deck.
Yeah.
And I just disabled them for all games for all time.
Forever.
Yeah,
it's pretty impressive. I only have one beef with this device, and it's a small one that has very little to do with the device. And that is that big picture mode, which this works really well with, or is designed to use, which is essentially game mode on your Steam Deck, just running the interface. The Windows version of Big Picture just needs an overhaul. It's just not very responsive, and I don't mean it's slow or sluggish. I just mean sometimes I'm tabbing through things like you would expect with the D-pad, and then sometimes it just doesn't tab through things with the D-pad, and I got to use a different key or hit a button to bring up a keyboard, and then it'll go back to normal. It's stuff with that. They just need to work on it. There have already been 2 firmware patches for it. I don't know what they addressed. But everything's worked fine. My favorite thing is probably the lack of latency is crazy on this when I'm using it wirelessly. And there's a couple of things I wanted to explain. So you can use this in 2 ways. You can wirelessly have it, and I'll explain that in a second. But if you really wanted to, USB-C right there in the back. You can plug directly into the USB-C using any USB-C cable. I'm having my orange one's still hooked in there for my 8-bit do, and it works fine. But how you really want to do this thing is this little puck that comes with it. Let me make myself big here. This little puck here, they call it the Steam Puck or something like that.
Puck,
You plug in your cable. It comes with a black one to match it, so don't ignore my orange cable. But you plug it into the back, and there's these 3 little prongs that magnetically just attach to your controller. That's the charger.
I've got a similar tech for my Quest. I have the Quest 3 charging station. It's super awesome.
It's pretty good. Having to be able to just click something in, it's awesome.
Like you don't have to plug it in, do this whole thing. You just got this stand, and then in the case of the puck, it's just neat. It's just nice to just go snap,
Well, here's the best part about the puck. So that is, you can also play with it there while it charges if you want to charge that way. It comes off like, a MagSafe type connector. Here's what's awesome. This is the receiver for the wireless tech the controller uses. So it's not tying into your Bluetooth. It's not tying into your Wi-Fi, which both can be a little fishy and latency issues at times. This uses a proprietary thing between the controller and the puck. And so this puck can kind of be anywhere. And I'm playing and I'm actually communicating with the puck in high speed to that USB-C, which means, or at least the end result is I'm just having no discernible input lag at all. Whereas with other controllers, I can feel that little microsecond. I can't feel it with this at all. So that is a really nice feature that I'm enjoying quite a bit. I also like that the Steam button will launch big picture mode. It will also, if you just keep your PC in that and you hold on to it for a few seconds, up will come a window, let you straight up suspend Windows from there, right from your controller. It basically just turns your PC into a bit of a console if you use it that way. And if they can get big picture mode or whatever they decide to call this interface ultimately in a little bit better shape, I think that there's going to be good synergy there. Right now, that thing's just a little janky. Like parts of the store are web pages and parts of the store are being served up in a different way. And I think they obviously know this, and their betas look like they're much better. So anyway, all that stuff may vary. Also, I found the pads to be just as good as they are on the deck. They work really well if you need them. If you do need a mouse in a hurry and you happen to be just in Windows and you're like, I can't find my mouse, you hold down the middle button for a second and then use the pad or a stick, and it will create a mouse on screen no matter where you are in Windows. You're just moving around. I haven't used this in a Linux environment, although I did plug it in and use it on my Steam Deck. No problem. Added a great second player to the thing. Worked immediately. No
That'd
issues.
be bad if the Steam Deck would have had an issue.
Yeah, that would be very bad, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
But I feel prepared for whatever SKU of the Steam machine comes out that doesn't have a controller included, because this will just work with it. And yeah, I think this is nice hardware. This is a massive jump from the first one, which I think has some neat ideas, but ultimately failed because of, some bad foresight about how many sticks people really need versus those weird discs that they had on the last one. Like, I think they were trying to do something really cool and bridge the gap between the mouse keyboard needs and a PC environment. And this does a great job of doing that, which the deck already did. So in a lot of ways, this is a screenless Steam Deck. I'll admit that. If you've already got a controller you absolutely love, I don't know that this is going to change your life, but it's a real nice quality one that I feel like I'm going to drop if I don't put it down. So I'm going to do it.
Very nice.
All that swinging around freaked me out.
We want to hear it drop because we want to hear the Wilhelm scream.
Well, don't we all want to hear that?
Are there other secret unlocks? Like, what if you throw it up? Did you hear?
Well, how would you eat it first? Oh, you mean throw it up? You mean toss it up?
Oh, yeah, like toss it upwards. Maybe it does a NASA.
I'm not going to throw it. I'm not going to throw that vertically. My floor, I have a cement floor in here with a thin layer or whatever this is.
If you spin it really
how does
fast,
it play underwater, Scott? Put it in water.
All right, hold on. I'm going to pour some on there from my Yeti.
No, you got to fully submerge it.
Oh my gosh, I just twitched so hard because I'm nervous. Hold on, let's put that over here.
He's just talking about destroying his controller has made Scott nervous.
It's made me a little nervous. I could get 2 8-bit dues for the price of one of these.
Catapulted it like with a springboard from your backyard to your neighbor's backyard.
It would scream and then it would explode on the other side. That's my thinking. Very pleased with it though. I like it. And more on that as I get some more time with it. But,
wait, what if you put in a special series of inputs into the controller with a little screen pop out and say the release date for Half-Life 3?
If it does, no one has told me the secret as to
hit
how to.
every button on it 3 times and see what happens.
Okay, hold on. This I can do. This I don't mind.
But change the camera so it's not just me on the screen for some reason. Okay, there you go.
Here we go. D-pad also or no? Because that's a lot of directions to hit.
Yep.
How many times each?
Every time, 3 times.
All right, I'm going to start with the back ones. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I guess you can push in the sticks. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
Okay.
And don't forget to click in the mouse
We've
pad.
been waiting for you, Gordon.
Face hugger turns around, gets on my head. That'd be great. Well, anyway, that's it on that for now.
That's how they should announce the new game, though. They should have done that. So.
And I should also say a bit of news, because when we last talked, they sold out in 30 minutes that day. Nobody could get one. It was really hard. They now have open reservations. They're doing it more like the Steam Deck originally. I don't know why they didn't in the first place. But basically, if you don't already have one on order or have bought one, they won't let you do it if you've already got one. You can get on there, reserve one, and then if you're somebody who buys, you're prioritized based on your library size or something like that. And you have to have been an active member of Steam for like a couple of months or something like that to even be considered to move at the top.
I heard
of the
it
pack.
was just the time that you signed up. I don't think your library has anything to do with it.
I thought it was like you had to have
purchased the game within a certain amount of time, so you couldn't just like make a bunch of burner accounts,
right?
And then be like, oh, I'm gonna just try and order it from all these.
You gotta have a verified
accounts.
purchase of something in the.
Yes, but it's not a case of like big libraries get big bonuses. They, I think it very specifically said, based on when you signed up. That's it.
If size of library actually counted, they would be showering me with gifts.
Yeah,
every month.
Chad has it. You have to have a Steam purchase prior to April 27th.
Of this,
So you can't just make an account and be like, oh, I signed up. So it's just there as it's just there to limit the accounts that have access to the ability to do it. It's not anything to do with like, I like the size of your library. Maybe you want a controller to go with it.
Mm-hmm. Hubba. All right, let's talk about another game I played. This was a gift to me by Ida Bloke. He lives here in Salt Lake City. And you're going to look at what looks like a bit of a 90s ass looking video game here for a second.
You're playing the meme game of the week.
Is it? Is this a meme game or people?
Not a meme game, but the hotness. This is the hotness.
Oh yeah, this was gifted to me as well. I just haven't gotten to. Oh, look at that.
Yep, you log in
it's like I'm at work.
Yep, it's Windows 95-ish, XP-ish looking interface. She starts out with a little story. You have a text from your friend Emily here. And then you get into this game called Forbidden Solitaire, and this is from a company. Well, it even runs like a little DOS-like launcher. Look at that. So it launches a little fake desktop. Then you got this old ass looking CG from we're talking like 94, 95, Photoshop, extruded letters, just that shitty look. And
look at that
really
wizard by that tree.
Yep. And look how they nailed the aesthetic. You got to hear some of the sound too. Let's see if I can do that.
And through the deadly valleys of Gravewood, there it lies, known only by legend as the Forbidden Dungeon.
So you get the idea.
This is spot on.
Yep.
You know what?
They nailed it.
Yep. This is a lot like. I mean, I can think of like 3 different games this is immediately reminding me of. They're doing a very good job.
It's like Seventh Guest and
Seventh Guest, the original Diablo opening, like with the spinning down the hallway sort of feel.
Yep. And look at these dudes. They're just so
you got a little Jedi Knight with the like CGI.
Like it's heinous looking, but nostalgically, it's like exactly what you want. Because it'll remind you of a very specific time in gaming, especially PC gaming.
Oh, no, the eye.
The eyeball. So it's called Forbidden Solitaire. This is from a company who I've talked about their games on the show before. I like their games, but they're usually very kind of pedestrian. It's like, here's a solitaire game set in the Elizabethan period, and it's just kind of frilly and, kind of, I don't know, almost like this should just be a phone game or something. And then I played one where they kind of added some combat, but it was still pretty basic. This is still, the game of solitaire, specifically the one where you remove cards and pile them up. It's not the same as like the one where the normal layout. You're trying to reveal cards underneath. I forgot. There's a name for this. It's not Spider Solitaire. It's something else. Anyway, whatever it is. That's how you get to this door. For example, to unlock this door, you've got to have a good, successful run of solitaire to get in there. And then when you have combat, which I'll jump ahead to, let me get to a combat phase here. And the door, there's a creature in the dark. Oh, no, he's going to get you. And then, he bit your leg. And now you got to do a versus. And the verses are a little more intense. He fights back. This person's singing forever.
Cool.
And they maintain this aesthetic. When the game's up, it's running in 4x3. Occasionally, you get a text from one of your friends that adds to the story behind it.
Getting messages while playing a game would like crash my computer in that era.
Oh yeah, that never worked. Like
I'm in full
ICQ.
screen mode, and all I'm doing is playing that game. There's no way I'm responding.
Let's
to it.
cause for restart right there.
It's like ICQ back
This
in the day.
seems super cool. I'm going to install this because Kissy Bears, who's in the chat, is laughing because they said they got this for me and not for Scott.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Kissy Bears. Thanks.
But you're the one who's played it and not me, so
Yeah.
I have to play it once I can kick my Diablo addiction. And but I have it installed, so I
think you're gonna like it.
I like the vibe of this game a lot.
Look how they.
Whoa.
It's just like some of the audio is even a little janky on purpose. Like they really go for the era and they nail it. And while the back end, the gameplay is really like all their other games that they've made with Solitaire, this whole story and this weird, they have full motion video cutscenes that your friends like, check out this video from the news. And it'll be a news thing where like live people, they filmed a sequence where they're like, this game is ruining our children. They play it and they turn to the devil. And, you know, they're just playing off all that old satanic panic stuff. It's really great. And again, you're not going to get, like, if you're like, well, what's the next level gameplay here? Well, it's just Solitaire, but all the stuff you're unlocking and the bullshit you're doing and the fact that you're probably playing something that is literally got magic in it, it's going to kill you or something.
Yeah. There's also like a quest, though. It seems like you're going through a castle trying to.
Yeah, you're trying to get stuff done.
Raids and, you know, fighting the denizens of the castle.
Yeah, and these upgrades you buy these gems that you unlock that you then embed in your hand.
Oh, so like Diablo. If
Like
you get
Diablo.
gems, you stick it in yourself.
There he is right there, that eyeball. So this is the first time you meet this eyeball. You click it, and now look at this. That's your hand. And whichever one you can afford, this eyeball sells you the procedure you need to embed the hand. It's going to cost you. So this guy, don't hit cancel. He can't afford it. I know.
Kind of seems like he should pay me to do this.
There it goes. See, right in your hand. And then later you get another one. The other one's unlock, and that'll give you some permanent bonuses. They're like, you know, it's like runes or whatever. Just rad.
Getting Shadowkeep vibes from the moving around the dungeon.
Yeah, big time. And it's just
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna play this.
pre-rendered business. I think you'll really
It seems
dig
like
it.
maybe there's some Doki Doki Literature Club stuff happening with it too.
A little bit. It's a little more on its sleeve. They're not trying to fool you really, but there's mystery.
Well, I mean, Literature Club was also like when you started it up and like, here's your cute anime story, but they're like, this may contain some scenes that are disturbing for people. You're like, what?
Yeah, that's true.
So it did kind of warn you what was coming.
Here's that video. Hold on.
A group of demonstrators gathered outside the Heartblade Interactive offices this morning in protest of a controversial new video game called Forbidden Solitaire. The game, a dark fantasy adaptation of the classic game Solitaire, recently found its way to stores and quickly drew criticism from parent groups for its violent content. The game includes graphic scenes involving eye gouging, impalement, bloody rituals, and more.
There's no reason for it to be this violent. It's fucking Solitaire!
Okay.
It's good. It's really good. So I'm super into it. Not done yet, but I'm having a good time with it.
Yeah. I'm glad you shared it with us because I seen it and I was like, I don't know. But now that I've seen some more, I'm like, it kind of looks. I'm like not big into card games, but I like the aesthetic of what they're doing.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. And there's some neat cards, like some weird cards that just provide mana or other abilities. Like it's not just face cards.
Okay.
So there's a lot more going on there than, and it's not Balaltro style where it's like, this is going to triple your output or whatever. It's just special cards here and there. Or
it looks like Solitaire. Get rid of all the cards, put them in the pile.
Yeah. And it plays really well. I really wish it played, I wish it was controller mapped so I could play it better on a handheld. Because right now it's just, you can do it, but you're just moving around the thing with the pad and it's fine. It works, but I think it'd be cool if the Mac version existed, but it doesn't. But anyway, there you go. Play it. Forbidden Solitaire. Huge thanks to Ida Bloke for the gift. I really like it. couple other little things. I played more Crimson Desert, as I mentioned. This game has very, very quickly become my kind of comfort game that I turn to when I just need some escape, and it's been great for that. I love that game. It's going to be real. I mean, GTA 6 may blow all our minds, but it'd be hard this year for me to pick something I've enjoyed more.
It'd be hard because I don't think I'm going to play it this year.
Yeah, well, that's true.
And just hear about other people's experiences.
Yeah, it's going to get weird. And
Who
then
did we decide we're gonna pressure into actually playing? Is it you, Scott?
Yeah, because
you're gonna have to be the one to bite the bullet.
PS5's right here. It's probably the most convenient.
Do you have a pro or do you have the regular?
Just the regular.
None of us have the pro, right?
No, unless Beau.
No,
Wait, you didn't get a.
I got the regular.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we. That's the problem, right?
It's got a CD tray. CD tray. Pro doesn't have a CD tray.
Mine does not. I got the digital version of the original, so I don't even have a CD thing in it. I don't, and if the reports of like if it plays okay in some kind of performance mode and I'm not stuck at 30 frames or something, I'd still consider it. I just wish this was on PC day one. It's so dumb to me. Why would you leave that money on the
Is it going to be
table?
on Xbox? It's not a Sony exclusive. It'll be.
Well,
on
they
Xbox.
can they can probably afford to leave that money on the table because Grand Theft Auto 5, like yesterday, was probably still like in the top 10
I
selling.
find it so
video
weird
games.
though, because like GTA Online is such a phenomenon. That's got to be PC oriented. I can't.
Oh, very much, right? Since it came.
I sort of assume GTA Online is PC oriented, anyways. Maybe
But John makes a good point that they went from they went from selling it on PS4 not even that, 360 and PS3, and then re-released again, and then re-released again, and then made a PC version of the game, and then re-released a whole nother game for the current consoles, and they just keep printing money. It's just ridiculous what those guys can do. So
yeah, I guess just my sense was knowing that online was such a big component now that they'd be ready, more launch ready instead of wait.
Well, online is, I mean, you got a controller, you're playing the same. It's the same game on PC. There's more modding on PC. But.
No, but I mean for the GTA RP. I don't know. Isn't GTA RP still like a huge thing?
Yeah, still popular. People like it. I can't.
Like, so when that it just seems crazy to exclude PC. Like, maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
Chad is saying it's more popular on consoles.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Even online, like an online component.
Yeah,
I don't know. I personally don't know either way. Chad is speaking very confidently that it's from
console is very popular. Consoles are also on the internet. So I think as long as
I just thought I don't know the numbers. I just assumed or have it in my head that online dwarfs like the day one sales because online is like years and years of recurring purchases.
Oh yeah, because it's basically a service, a game as a service.
Yeah.
But you can do the same.
Like
thing
my
on
assumption
console.
was always like, yeah, they're going to release another one, but like their bread's getting buttered by online now. But maybe I'm wrong.
No, my point is you're not wrong. That is true. It's just happening on console as much or more than it is on PC.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah.
What else? Oh, Dungeon Clawler 1.0 happened. And I'm just putting it out there because I love Dungeon Clawler. It's a claw machine RPG that I talked about months ago, maybe a year ago. And it's been in early access forever. It is finally out. It's coming to consoles as well. You can get it on Switch too, I think now, and mobile as well. It is an awesome game. Dungeon Clawler is in 1.0 mode, and I'm loving it. So I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that happened. And then a quick thanks to Rufus T. Cat for a copy of a game called A Bumpy Ride. And then someone's name I can't find for who gave me Dead as Disco, which I know John's going to talk about in a minute. Might be the same person. I don't know.
I wasn't gifted Dead as Disco.
Oh, you just grabbed that business.
I don't have as cool of friends as you in that regard.
I don't know. Maybe they tried to and they said, oh, he already owns it.
Yeah, they gotta get a little faster.
But Rufus gave me that, and I have only been able to install it, launch it into the menu, and then I had to go somewhere. So I haven't had a chance to play it, but I hear really good things about that game. It's like a brawler fighting game that feels like everything's a boss fight, and also you're synchronized to music. It looks wild.
It's very cool. The music's very good in it too.
Reviews are off the charts, and it's in early access, which is weird, but
I think that's the only thing that's holding me back is it's an early access that feels a little early access. There's places you'll go and they're like coming soon, you know.
Oh,
like from the get go. Like when I was listening to people talk about Subnautica 2, a lot of the things where they're like, you know, this feels very feature complete. It feels very good. You will eventually hit a like, okay, this content just isn't in the game wall. But that's eventually. You're going to be doing other things for a while. I was seeing things that were, you know, it's not in the game yet from like within 5 minutes of playing the game. And so that's not a bad thing necessarily because they're not essential things. But the more I'm reminded that it's early access, the more I go, oh, I'm just going to come back when it's out. Like, I just want to play it when it's out. It's usually my mentality, but I can trick myself depending on the title. So I really like Dead as Disco. I think it's very cool. I might like watching people play it more than playing it because I like the music and I like the look of it. And when you're in the midst of it, you're like, I'm panicking. But
a little bit of Batman Arkham in it. A little bit.
Yeah, it's like Batman combat, but rhythm, and it's surprisingly more difficult than you would think it would be.
Yeah.
And so it's cool though. Like I would definitely give it a try and mess with it and see what you think, even if it's just going to be a thing where you're like, I'll come back to it later.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know about that. John, let's continue down the road with you. You thought you were going to play a bunch more, but you played Diablo 4.
Yeah, last week I said, guys, I played through all of Diablo 4. I'll play something else next week. I didn't. I just played Diablo 4. I was at the cusp of either get into what Diablo 4's endgame is or stop and move on. And I was like, well, let's see what's going on with this endgame. And while I don't think it is as cohesive as what was presented in Diablo 3, there was a very, there's a very loopy logic to how you go through the Diablo 3 endgame. And in some ways, this is nice because it gives you more ways to break that up. Like, if you didn't like what Diablo 3's loop was, like, that sucks to be you because it's going to be what it's going to be. There's really not a lot of variety you can do to it to change it up. Yeah. Diablo 4 does give you some different ways to change it up. It does give you some other things that you can go do. If you're sick of doing one type of thing, there's a way to go do something else. And the new expansion presents a thing that's called like the War Table or something like that, where you get to plot out like a series of activities for bonuses once you do a certain number of them. And that's kind of nice too, because if there's something you really don't like doing, like for me, the Hell Tides, I'm still a little like, they're super easy, but they take a while. And so I don't love going and doing them because I don't find them as rewarding as the time investment feels like. You know, like what I get out of doing a run in the pit or going and fighting a boss is substantially higher than what I get out of going and doing a Helltide for 20 to 30 minutes, you know? Yeah. And so I still think Helltides need a little work. Not that Helltides are challenging, but in terms of like time to profit, they're a little slow. But this allows you to pick other options. You're like, oh, I don't like that option, so I'm going to go do this instead. I'm going to go do this instead. And there are some cool bonuses you can unlock that make that stuff quicker. Like while I'm running around in a Helltide, I might get ambushed and these bugs come out that just drop a shit ton of the gems that you need to collect to open up chests and stuff. So there's a variety of activities you can take, and I just got on the train of like putting a build together, getting the best items, getting my first mythics, turning those mythics into other mythics, and I've had a hard time breaking away.
Okay. Well, Diablo, still a threat for John.
Season Journey is pretty fun, so it's understandable.
Yeah,
but
I also went on a bit of a lore kick because I guess there is a really interesting side quest in this game. I checked it out, and basically there's this seer in the game that talks about them having a vision of Diablo. They say the Lord of Terror returning to Sanctuary and like being invited in and then raining chaos over the world. But you ask, when is this going to happen? And they said, not in our lifetime, which there are some people that are taking as Blizzard going, yeah, this isn't going to happen in Diablo 4. Look forward to Diablo 5. But then there are still other, hints that, next is not... Is it Baal? That's it. That's the name of it.
Baal! Yeah.
Baal! Baal is going to touch the stone. So, there's still evidence that he's next, and then it would be Diablo. There's still, if you pull up the map, you can tell that obviously they have plans to go to other areas of the map. Eventually we're going to get to the same continent and areas like Tristram and stuff like that. That would all be very cool if it happens. But there's a lot of speculation. Are we getting the other primevals this game? Is it going to be a game in the future? How's it going to pan out? I think what they have right now is finally a decent foundation that they could build something upon. And I wouldn't necessarily...
time to bail on it.
So Diablo history teaches us that now they're done, and make a new video game, and definitely don't try to learn anything from the video game that came before.
Right.
Definitely go in with your own clear vision and don't listen to anything anybody says about the past game. Just do what you think is right. And that will definitely not result in you just remaking the game you made last time for the next year.
Just in time for it to roll, to slow down and then bring in a new one. It's it's a dumb pattern, but I personally think, here's what I think. It's a robust engine. It's beautiful. The graphics hold up. Way more potential down the road. Way longer tail than what you had with 3. 3, as soon as you zoomed into your character at 3, you were like, oh, shit. That doesn't look that great up close.
On day 1, by the way.
It never looked great.
Diablo 3 never looked super.
No.
The art artistically was good.
It was.
But as soon as you zoomed in, like Scott said, on your character, and you were like, I'm made of 15 polygons.
I look like ass. So now you have this engine that beautifully outputs all of this detail. And up close or far away, it doesn't matter. I think that this has way longer tail to it, and I think we get more and more content. I don't think this is done. I think maybe it just starts getting really good from here. This feels like the point of, if they followed the old pattern, but they've already broken the pattern with one extra, expansion on top of the one that came out from all other Diablo games. That's already different. I don't know. My gut tells me we're not done with 4. 4 is going to be around for a long time.
I do hope, and I might regret these words, because even as I say it, I'm like, I don't know that they can execute on this. I want whatever expansion is next, though, to be a complete thing. Give us Belial, the Age of Destruction, in one expansion. Don't 0.5 us. Don't sell us half an expansion where we go and we fight Belial's goat or whatever the freaking animal he is. I can't remember what it is. One's a wingless bat, but that's Diablo. I don't remember what Belial's supposed to be. I think it's a goat with one eye or something. I don't know. But don't make us go fight the stupid one-eyed goat and then, go into the next one. Just release the whole thing. This was such a better experience to get to play both these expansions back to back. And maybe they still do a 0.5, and I just need to get used to waiting 2 expansions before I play again. Because I would worry if they just take longer to put out one big expansion. Well, what if they haven't learned the lessons that they need to learn from the 0.5? So I don't know, but I really like the experience I had by having 2 expansions to go through. I hope that's a lesson that they learned too, that Vessel of Hatred was not well received, but Lord of Hatred was.
Yeah. And I think the fact that, what was this Diablo 2 expansion, Lords of Destruction or Lord of Destruction? I think going Lord of something is where you really make good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put Lord on there.
Yeah, but they already did Lord of Destruction. Isn't that the expansion to Diablo 2?
Yeah, Diablo 2. That's what I'm saying.
So, okay. Yeah.
So Lord of Hatred.
They can't do it again.
We got so you need Lord of Hatred, which we got now. Next expansion should be Lord of Nipple Rings, whatever it is.
Baal.
Lord of Baal. No, Baal. Oh shit!
Well, he's the Lord of Destruction. That's what I'm saying. They would have to redo it again.
Oh, that's your point, and you're right. I didn't think of that. Yep.
So
yeah, they can't do that twice.
They need to. It needs to be Lord of Destruction again.
Yeah.
Oh, they do the aliens thing. They go Lords of Destruction, and it turns out Bale. There's 2 of them now.
There's many Bales. Oh shit!
Can't handle it.
There are many Bales. All right. Well, there you go. More time in Diablo. Beau, you put a big old shit. I forgot
one more. Yeah, I forgot a game. I played Alabaster Dawn.
Oh, you were going to talk about that. That's right. Yeah. How is it?
I'll bring it up more next week because I didn't play a ton, but I played to like the first couple bosses and stuff. And basically, it's like Legend of Mana.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like or Secret of Mana. It's a top-down action game. Feels a lot like Stellar Blade. You got a parry and a tech counterattack. Like there's progression in bosses. All that I want to say is it's good. So
it seems very well received so far.
Yeah, it's got got a lot of polish. It's still early access, so you don't got to buy it now if you want to wait. But like so far, it's a banger. So I forgot to put that
That's awesome. I'm a big.
I was looking at it,
yeah,
but there were no reviews at the time I was looking at it, and so not enough for me to feel good about it. But
like, there's no voice acting. It really is that Super Nintendo era, 16-bit graphics, bitmap style. But like, it's pretty snappy. Plays snappy. The pacing's real nice.
Oh, that's good to hear. I was excited about this one.
This looks awesome. Oh man,
it's a good one. Yeah.
But the Steam Deck
I think the
verified
early access is the only thing that might make me wait on it.
Yeah, I don't know how much game there is in the game, but like so far, like I said, I played through the first couple bosses and unlocked stuff, and I just like the vibe of it. It's really good. So.
Wow, they really are going. They got the tree and everything. Oh, this is the Crosscodes.
Yeah,
well, that's right. Okay,
yeah, but like even from Crosscode, like the art level is like a step up.
Yeah, definitely. I can tell just from this video here.
The animations are slick. Everything plays like super smooth. The pacing's good. It's not like boring or anything where you're waiting too long and it's not too fast.
Oh, I'm in the mood. Do they have a roadmap for 1.0? Like a?
Not that I've seen.
Because if it's just a polish,
usually it's in their early access box if there is one.
Yeah, where is that? Up here. Read more.
Let's see.
How long will this game take in early access? As long as necessary until we complete the main story. Okay, so they're not done
At
with the main
least
story.
2 years, they're saying.
Oh, it's
the full game will include this complete story with 7 chapters, estimated playtime of 40 hours. Early access is up to middle of chapter 2 with playtime of 6 to 10 hours. So it's the first 20% maybe of the game.
I'm going to play this.
This
looks great.
It's still worth picking up and checking out. Like I feel like I'd buy this later, so it's not I don't feel bad about the early access pickup.
Yeah,
here.
probably cheaper now ananyway. They always
It's not
raise it.
expensive either. I think it's $20 game or something like that.
Do they have some? I see they've got some animated business. Whoops, let me go back. Like right here, there's like some.
Yeah, there's a couple of like really short cuts, like really short cutscenes.
I like that stuff though.
A full cell shade, but like mostly it's in the bitmap engine, which is fine. Which is totally fine. Like it's
beautiful. Holy crap!
It's like not like an intensely complicated story, but like the writing is like pretty good. It's not super expository. It just conveys the idea pretty quickly. I like the way they animate their faces and stuff. It's good. Like overall, it's good. It's fun.
It's really impressive. All right.
But like it's fun, and it's that $20-$30 level game, like where it's we're not gonna have the latest in motion capture, but like these people have like done a really solid job putting the game together and making it look good and stuff. So
well, there it is, Alabaster Dawn, available now for $20-something, $24.
I would like to bring emotion to the floor.
Do it. The floor is yours.
Can we give Beau the ability to bow out and lay down?
Yeah, you should go sleep.
His eyes are like rolling back in his head like the Undertaker. He's fading fast.
You look sick,
man.
dude. Are you all right?
We just have
I'm getting sick, I'm pretty sure. Like I really don't feel like myself right now.
You don't look great, but whatever you're...
All right, well, I'm going to miss the mashup, I guess. But
you're going to miss the mashup and the closing of the show, but go get some rest.
Yeah, go get some sleep. We'd hate to be responsible for prolonging your illness. You know what I mean?
All right, I think I'm going to go directly down. Thanks, John, for...
Yeah, that's good thinking there, John.
I mean, I was being like stubborn because I always like being here, but
he's a finisher. He's not a quitter. He's a finisher.
Yeah,
I'm going to finish now.
You got all your games in there. You did all you can do.
Yeah. What else can you do?
Go to it.
For some reason.
All right. Well, may all your loot boxes be legendary and play games and do good stuff.
Yeah, do good.
See you next week, everybody.
And win. Bye. All right. Let me shrink John down so you guys aren't looking at the most massive version of John we can produce here. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, my gosh, dude. I really got to get you there. Okay, there you go. All right. Well, we'll finish out now that we've done that. We got to jump straight to some feedback anyway. So let's do that. And how do I do it?
That's a good question.
That's how. Here we go. This is a call from Cyberpunk. Or no, I don't know who this is from. I forgot. But it's about the Cyberpunk TCG up on Kickstarter right now. I saw this. It's insane what it's doing. We'll talk about that in a second. But let me play that call and then we'll talk about it. Here you go.
Hey, Core Podcast.
Oh, it's Scorbutic.
Hey, Core Podcast. Scorbutic here. And I was wondering if you guys had been paying attention to this new Cyberpunk TCG Kickstarter. This thing is going bananas. It's been live for like 10 days, and they've already raised like $14 million. The art in this game looks awesome. The actual game itself looks awesome. I've already bought in because I love Cyberpunk. But they've just been adding stretch goals to this thing nonstop. And they got this cool feature you can buy into in certain tiers of the Kickstarter called a beta box. And it includes all of these stretch goals they've been adding. So it seems like a really good value. Wanted to know if you guys had seen it, if you knew about it, what your thoughts were. Okay, that's all. Bye-bye.
All right. I looked it up, and it is currently at 28 million and change.
Wow.
Yeah, it's doing really good, which makes it, according to their latest update, the most funded Kickstarter game of all time. I don't know if that includes video games or if that's just TCG or tabletop, but pretty impressive. Lots of yellow going on.
Yeah, you got to be a fan of the yellow.
If you like the yellow, you're in.
Cyberpunk uses a lot of yellow, that's for sure.
It looks like essentially anything they were holding as, if we get this level, we'll open it. That's all done.
They aren't kidding, though. The art is really good.
Oh, it's insane. It looks amazing. Look at that shot of my favorite girl in the world right there, Judy.
Judy, I knew you were going to comment about the Judy
I love
card.
the Judy. I'm a big fan of the Judy. I can't pull it out and zoom in. Here, let's try this. Yeah, let's get weird about it. Hold on. I'm going to pull it.
Make it weird.
Make it weird, guys. Let's take a look at Judy and her. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, well, forget it. Sorry, Judy. But, yeah, it looks beautiful. And let's see. The buy-in, the most basic buy-in is $169 will get you, I think the lowest they have. Oh, no, I'm sorry. $49 for the basic set for the 2 starter decks. So,
isn't that in the all gone, though? I don't think those are available.
The estimated delivery.
Am
You're
I
right.
misunderstanding how
You're
Kickstarter
totally right.
works these days?
They're all blanked out. That means you can't do
Good
it.
God, there is an $8,000 version of this Kickstarter.
And that is also gone. Oh my gosh, they're all gone.
Hold on, what's still available?
Is nothing available? Nothing.
They're out.
They're out. As soon as they took it.
all of the cards are gone. There's nothing to buy.
They took $28 million. I don't know. They're hanging out with Gabe on his yacht at this point. I don't know what's happening, but that's crazy amounts of money.
Are there any updates in the overall Kickstarter about hey?
Let's see. I'm trying to see.
Can we get back in on this? I mean, with it being a physical product, I would understand that there is a point where you're this is more than we can facilitate.
Yeah, we can't go any further than this. Let's see. Why back now? I don't think they've updated it since they've run out of everything. This may have just happened for all I know. They may have just rushed through the final levels or something.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't know if
they have multiple $8,000. Oh, people are saying it's because the funding phase is complete. So this is old. What?
What does that mean?
Why are you bringing us old news, Scott? What are you doing?
I mean, it's a brand new call. I don't know.
It's a brand new call. It's the caller's fault.
When did it end?
It wasn't me. It was the callers. What did it?
I mean, May 8th was the last update. I don't know when.
April 17th was the end of the funding period. This ended last month.
All right. Well, there you go then. Good news. You can not get in.
When was that call left on the message machine?
I could tell you right now that was, it says 4 days ago.
Okay. All right.
Don't ask me, man. Maybe he got to it late. I have no idea.
I don't know.
For a thing to make that much money, I'm a little surprised that neither you or I had heard of this thing.
Well, I know I heard about the board game, but I think as a result, here's the biggest issue is, once again, we're going back to the way articles written by people are structured these days. A lot of that stuff is meant to be clickbait. Yeah. And so I've gotten very used to ignoring articles that go, the next release of Cyberpunk 2077 is looking huge.
May surprise you. It's like, shut up. Yeah.
It's like, I would have clicked it if it said, hey, there's a Kickstarter for a card game for Cyberpunk 2077. But when it's clear they're trying to get me to click something that I know has not been announced or talked about, which is Cyberpunk 2, I don't click it. So I don't read about it.
Yeah, same. That's a good practice that you're doing. I've been doing that lately as well. Trying to reset what I expect from the world, you know?
It's like all those articles that are like, Tom Holland's replacement in the MCU will surprise you. And it's because somebody else is voicing Spider-Man in a guest starring episode of something on Disney Plus. And it's like, well, that's not Tom Holland's replacement then.
No, it's all bullshit.
But I'm the idiot because I clicked it to find out. But,
yeah. And by the way, I don't know when this happened, but at some point Newsweek became this. They used to be a reputable weekly news magazine. Somebody bought somebody, and somehow, if you go to any Newsweek like socials now, and maybe they all just are forced into this world now because this is how we live, but it's just nonstop that bullshit. That's all it is. It's like, you won't believe the 3 things the Pope won't eat. It's like, what happened to you? We used to respect that. It's the enshittification of the internet. I know there's a word for it, and we should all say it more often, I guess. Well, thanks for the call. And the important thing is you can call us back and say other things at 10hams.com. It can be either a call or it can be a text. If you rather email us, you can do it to the best way.
You can send us your favorite expired Kickstarter.
That's right.
You want us to look at it and go, man, I wish we had backed that.
Yeah, if you find any old Kickstarters that we have no chance of getting.
but would get very jealous about.
Yeah, if you could send those in, that'd be great.
Send it our way. We'll look at them and feel the FOMO right along with you.
That's right. Show at core.show. See, I got it right the first time. You didn't have to think about it. I'm pretty impressed with myself. This is really a big day. Yeah. All right, we got to play a mashup. We got one from Jamie. This is, I'm going to go ahead and make a wild guess that this was something that I said, but I could be wrong. Oh, no, this, you know what, might be Beau. It's called Madong Suck.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a Beau.
Feels Bowie to me.
Little Bowie.
Bowish. But we'll find out as we hit play. Enjoy.
In all my days, I've seen many a strange thing, but the Mashup Guild may be the strangest. See for yourself at patreon.com/mashupguild.
You wonder what magic text did that guy write? It was just right place, right time.
Something like that. I mean, I
don't want to be a spammer.
No, I'm not gonna that's the only time I'm gonna,
Who knows? He might have a professional connection to that guy.
Could. Man, you really do get kind of sexy when your voice is like this, dude.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get on Tinder.
Fitting
get on Tinder.
for today.
Or no, what's the jacket or what's it called? The one with the
what are we
what's
using?
the
jacket? You don't need a date to do that. While I was feeding him this morning, out of nowhere, apropos of nothing, he's just eating, having a good morning, watching a train video on YouTube. He goes, Dad, are we going to beat up Mom today? I went, no, we don't do that. No, absolutely not.
If you are that deep down the gooner hole, there's other websites for adult games. So you know what? You're fine.
25 games got chucked.
For example, Cox decided to adopt a policy of no cocks on Cox. Anytime you downloaded a porn game with a cock in it, Cox would be like, no cocks on Cox.
Yeah.
And then Steam would be like, sorry, Cox says no cocks.
No cocks. You need to get Cox Plus.
Dude does not want to poop in the potty. He knows how to do it. He could do it. He doesn't want to do it.
It's a dark place.
One day, exasperated, because he was like, Dad, put a diaper on me. I got to poop. And I said, dude.
I hope he's that nonchalant about it. Like, Dad, diaper, I gotta poo. The Gooner Hole, though, that's a bar I would never go into. I'd never go to the Gooner Hole. You know what I mean?
You've never gone to the Gooner Hole
I
before?
would never step my foot in a place called the Gooner Hole. I don't care how good the
Yeah, I don't think
taco.
your foot's supposed to go in the Gooner Hole.
Yeah.
They may have
Something goes
amazing.
in there, not your foot though.
The actor's name is Ma Dong Suk.
I'm sorry.
And
Say that one more time.
Ma M-A Dong Suk.
Suck. Madong suck. Maybe it's
Kind of you and
Being
Beau.
racist. I'm trying not to be.
I'm not that racist. That's just a weird name. Madong suck. Come on. Come on.
He made it 100 times worse.
It's no way this is real. I'm going to kill Beau by accident.
And I said, can we go in the potty? No. Can we just try? No. And I just started going through all the things in the world that I thought he might like. And then I said, I will let you go over and smack your mom.
Oh, no, dude.
And it is the first thing he went, we really doing this? And that's the only time that I've ever said anything remotely like that. And for some reason this morning, eating waffles. We can beat up mom today? No, we're not.
Yeah, it's gonna keep...
Why on earth would you suggest that?
He looks
Probably not
awesome,
suck.
though.
It's probably suck. Like
Suck,
E-O,
dong, suck. Madong, suck.
Every time Scott says it. Every time.
Madong, suck.
I don't know what it is about the way Scott says it, but every time.
So my doctor,
I know, well,
your
you-
doctor's like, you okay? How you feeling? Oh, my dong suck. I think that was new. This wasn't a classic. This is a new. That was a new.
Yeah, this
mashup.
was a new one. This is brand new. He said it. He
That's
said
awesome.
in the chat.
I think he's told me this like off air, and I have too much going on. And I forget. But
Oh, that's good. So
That
yeah,
was awesome.
Beau said it first, but I feel like you really made it your own.
I took it home. Yeah, I made it. I made it real. My dong suck. It's pretty good. All right. Well done, everybody. That was awesome. Especially Jamie. We appreciate it. He's in the chat. He's always appreciated. Guys, we've heard you. We're gonna just tell you a quick,
Gamers, we hear you.
we hear you, gamers. We're gonna give some love and thanks to some patrons. We got these brand new dudes named. I hope these names are real, or I don't know what I hope from these people. They're probably not, but whatever. I like it. Tremendous Pressure is one guy's name. And Hot Dog Bill.
Yeah, his legal name.
I love that name. That's
What do we call him? Name him after my father.
my dad, Hot Dog
Hot
Bill.
Dog Bill.
Yeah. What did Hot Dog Bill do for a living? He was probably like a motorcycle
Farmer.
guy. Oh, a farmer. All right. Yeah, a pig farmer getting the pork for the hot dogs. I got
Every day he would wake up just as the sun was coming up, and he would walk out onto the front stoop with a cup of coffee, put on his coveralls, look out over all he had to do today, and his loyal dog would come out and sit behind him. Old Graybeard, they called him, even when he was a puppy, which was weird.
Sure.
And Graybeard and Bill would go out and work the field all day, and his loyal dog, rain or shine, would be there with him.
Yeah.
And till the day the dog passed away, and then they just called him Hot Dog Bill.
You know what? Lore is what that you just made lore. I like it. Yeah. Core lore, everybody. Look it
I
up.
just thought it would be boring if it was because he liked hot dogs.
No, you're right. I think you've added some nuance to it. You'd be a good screenwriter because you wouldn't do the basic thing. You'd say, no. We all like hot dogs. Let's go
He
further.
really liked meat.
Yeah, he's a big fan of processed meat. Well, anyway, thanks to those two for being here, and also congratulations on getting no commercials ever. Those host specials, the pre-show content every week, even those prints I sent out in the mail, the game-related ones. You're gonna love it all, and you're supporting your favorite podcast about video games. So be like Tremendous Pressure and Hot Dog Bill, and join up today. You got some choices too. We do it on Substack as well. Go read about all the benefits and differences and all that stuff at frogpants.com/core today. That's going to do it for today. We need dear Martha, though. We need her, or need him, to write home and tell her what we played today, which I'm sure is perfectly in his memory. So here we go. Take it away.
My dearest Martha, the video games that were discussed on today's show are as follows: The Witcher 3, The Witcher 2, not The Witcher 1, Stellar Blade, which is the game they kept referring to as Stellar Butt.
Yeah.
Pragmata. Scott told us all about the Steam controller, but he couldn't get it to do the sound that it makes if you drop it. So if you have a Steam controller at home, just remember, Core recommends you take that controller and drop it from a great height to hear the cool secret inside.
Yeah.
Forbidden Solitaire.
Yeah.
Crimson Desert. Dungeon Clawler.
Yeah.
Dead as Disco. Diablo 4.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
And Alabaster Dawn.
Yeah, that's right. We swung back to Beau for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do your in this life and the next.
Sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
But we'll let him do it today.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt, sir.
Yeah, it's in this.
Yours in
yeah.
this life and the next.
Yeah.
Hot Dog Frank.
Well, there it goes. Hot Dog Frank has spoken. We have said our piece as well, and that means we are out of here. Thanks for being here, everybody. Come back next week for more. Looking forward to seeing many of you at Nerdtacular. We have shirts up for those who want to pick them up at the event rather than try to deal with sizes and shortages while you're there. So if anyone's interested in that stuff, check it out on the site. That'll do it for us. For me, for Beau, for John. We'll see you next time.
This has been a Frog Pants production. Find all our shows at frogpants.com.
Awesome shield.